10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Standing by.
The multi-dimensional portal is now open. Where is my screen? Ah! We needed a little bit of an extra weight to be able to see the new outfit. Konnichigen. I am your main host, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Kaiden, a star cluster that has been put into human, now made form for the world of VTubing. How is everybody doing? Great to see you, Weaver. Glad you could make it to the stream. Happy Valentine's. If you don't celebrate it now, you do, because you are here with me, and I have all the love in the world for that sort of thing. Whether you want to or not. Hello there. Glad you could make it too, Bacon. This is the maid outfit. Hello. Oh, I love that. You were made for this. Greetings, Patreon. Glad you could make it too. Well, we're already dealing Maiden. Maiden in that case. Yeah. But it doesn't really fit. My name is not meant to be pronounced Kaiden, even if some people say it like that. It's supposed to be Kaiden. So the pun doesn't work as well as the pun that Adam just said right there. Anyways. I hope Valentine's provides an opportunity for you all to have a nice start for your week. I know for a lot of people it can be a lonely day, or it can be a day of reminiscing bad things and such. But I am the sort of person, as you may or may not know, that just twists things in whichever way he wants to. So when it comes to love, I can make it be all sorts of love. For example, right now I really love Yu-Gi-Oh! So Valentine's Day is gonna be dedicated to Yu-Gi-Oh! For me. And of course I love you all after what happened last Friday, crazy as it was. And the first aftermath of that is right here with the maid outfit. Get used to it. You're gonna be seeing that for the rest of February. Yeah, there's still several weeks left of February. This is like the second full week of it. And there's still like 2 more full weeks, so if we... Oh no, wait, 1 more full week. Yeah, well, including this one is 2 weeks. The last stream would actually be on the last day of Friday, as long as I continue Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I think I will continue to do that because 28th February is a Monday, so boom. We end February and the made February. That's what it is now. Well, I hope everybody is doing well though. Yes. It's been quite eventful as of late. Of course you chose the shortest month. No, I did not. Hashtag rigged. Yeah. Hey, the anniversary is February 11. Don't blame me. Don't blame the RNG. RNGesus, you know, pray to RNGesus, and yeah. I'm not doing this goal again though. I'm sorry, but I just don't think I wear the maid outfit well. I'll do my best though. I'll do my best. A true superstar wears in any outfit in a really good way, right? And yeah, one thing I want to mention, by the way, is that I think I may have mentioned this before, but I'm thinking of changing outfits by maybe the end of March, doing like a seasonal change. Like when you change seasons in an anime, you change the outfit as well, right? So that's a maybe though. Or I change my outfit and I continue changing them. Yes, thank you, Sammy. And there's a new emote, by the way, Spin 2, in which you have my head spin and spin like the time vortex, like the time twister, like the portal of the multiple dimensions that you have right behind me, right? Credit to Ken Ass on Twitter, on YouTube, sorry, for doing this, by the way. I can change the color of it too. Yes, maybe that could be a fun. No, I was gonna say it could be a fun redemption, but we don't always see it on the screen. Yeah, we would see it for something like just chatting, but not in this case. For example, I can make it be like this. I can make it be like the purple we're so used to, right? Yeah, this is a way we can do it. I think I had this for Halloween maybe, but yeah, could be good for a change to do it like that. Oh, the Lord of the Rings 3 teaser trailer, the Rings of Power, you mean? I haven't. Yeah, I was made aware of that because I think Men of the West uploaded a reaction, which I didn't see either. That's a good thing we can do right now, yeah. It's a good idea. Oh, and by the way, I have Google Chrome open right now. But I think it should be okay because it's just chatting. I still need to set some things up to start doing it with Opera now. It aired during the Super Bowl? Okay. Huh, I think we're gonna have to immediately watch it now. Because now I'm very curious. I'm very, very curious about that. I'm going in with cautiously pessimistic. Yeah, that's the word. That's the term. I'm being cautiously pessimistic about it. The Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, Prime Video. Okay. It's pretty short? Yeah. Let's watch it now, as a matter of fact. And let's see. I'll get my opinion after you watch it. Yes. 1 minute.
Haven't you ever wondered what else is out there? There's wonders in this world beyond our wandering. I can feel it.
I already have some things to say, but let's wait. Oh, and also you can see a little bit more of my maid outfit. Yay! Yay! That's Galadriel, isn't it? What the heck is going on? That's really cool, though. This fall? Okay. September 2. Okay. So you can give your opinion now, Adam, and all of your opinions after watching that Shinobi Galadriel. I don't know if you mean that as a compliment or as an insult. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you, I can tell you something that I already said before. This looks like they wanted to do a medieval fantasy setting, and they just had Middle Earth because of the brand value and all that. I felt like 80 to 90% of it was not Lord of the Rings. Well, not Middle Earth. So it's like it's Tolkien lore. It's Rings of Power, so to speak, in name only. An entirely new story that is unrelated to anything specific, but something that could have reasonably had taken place during the time period. That sounds like something ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 does, you know? Well, this is why I did that meme during the fucking Sub-a-thon. Pardon the cursing. A maid shouldn't curse. I'm so sorry. Huh? I'm so sorry, master. I'm gonna be fired from wherever I work as a maid. I wouldn't last a day on the job. But, well, I mean, you could say ℂ𝕠𝕟 is fan fiction, but it's like, look at what they need just to mimic a fraction of our power. And it's ℂ𝕠𝕟 instead of Omni-Man, right? When it comes to telling new stories in Middle Earth that could reasonably take place during the time. Now, ℂ𝕠𝕟 is more linked to the Lord of the Rings story and all that, but not all the time. Like, there's a lot of quests that are not directly linked to it. It's mostly the main volumes and books and the epic book, as it's called. As it's called sometimes. So I don't know. I'm still cautiously pessimistic about it. I don't like how they make Elrond and Galadriel, or at least Elrond. No, Galadriel looks okay, I think, but Elrond be more young. He looks more like one of his children rather than himself. And Galadriel, they're implying that she was this big warrior or something, and then maybe she retired or whatever. Like, I don't know. Is that how it was in the lore? Like, oh, it's their youth, you know, before they were the wise old elves. That's not how it works. That's not how it works there. But again, I'm being cautiously pessimistic, similar to what you're saying, Sammy. Many things look bad to me, too generic to me. I wouldn't use the word generic for something like this if they weren't trying to use that name. Again, it's Middle-earth in name only. Elrond went to get a haircut and wanted just to trim. He was hat. yes, he was. He was hat. What the heck is up with that hairstyle? Yeah. Elrond looks very weird, and I don't mean the difference in the way the actor looks when compared to Hugo Weaving. You know, I think that can be helped. But they could have tried to make the resemblance better than that, surely. Honestly, Bacon, you're gonna have to watch it for me, because I don't know if I'm actually gonna watch it. You know, I'd rather watch something else before watching that. It's a weird hairstyle. It's a weird hairstyle. I don't think it fits Elrond. Amazon might be disappointed in the numbers they pull if it isn't received well. I think Game of Thrones has shown a big thing can still just completely tank. Well, I mean, what do you mean by Game of Thrones? Do you mean the new series they're gonna put out? I don't know if it's come out yet, House of the Dragon, or because of Season 8. It can tank just because you do a bad story, that's why. That being said, I'm saying that without seeing Season 8. I just saw the first 2 episodes. I still haven't seen the rest of Game of Thrones. But I heard this very bad. Every other sentence, when people talk about Season 8, they say how bad it is. The ending of Game of Thrones ruined that name despite how well it did before that. Just goes to show you. Tell a good story, damn it. Don't just do whatever you want. Art needs to be proper good art, rather than just the money, printing money. It's not just about printing money for you. Yeah, that's how it is. Hey, I like it though. What a great topic to start today's Just Chatting. I didn't think we would start talking about this, but hey, they dropped the trailer yesterday. They also had the Multiverse of Madness, focusing around the Scarlet Witch. I didn't see that either. We could see that maybe. Oh my goodness, how bad was the whole thing? I still haven't seen the remaining... How many episodes were they in the last season? 6? I saw the first 2, and I haven't seen the rest. The 3rd episode, again, it's not because I heard how bad it was, it's because I didn't want to invest that much time in it. I saw that the 3rd episode of that final season was like 90 minutes long, and I just was like, I'm not gonna watch it now. And before I know it, it's been over a year. Because I was watching Game of Thrones, and I watched all seasons up to season 7 and those first 2 episodes I mentioned in 2020. It was fun, but then I didn't continue, and before you know it, it's already 14 February 2022. The Multiverse trailer, X-Men crossover confirmed? What? We need to see that, we need to see that. I hope they do something where, like, Wanda Maximoff is kind of going insane because she's seeing that she's one of the few Wanda Maximoffs in the multiverse that is not linked to a Magneto. And then she starts realizing, like, what all the Scarlet Witches are fated to have in their history. Like, Magneto's daughter and, like, all sorts of cursed things with her, maybe. Like, poor girl. But damn it, she should realize she is Magneto's daughter. That's what it really is about. And I'm saying this also, I'm not very invested in Marvel. Maybe in the MCU, but for the most part, I'm not. What I hate about Western comic book superhero franchises is that it feels like you get invested in something, in a version of a character, and before you know it, they already are rebooting it. That's how it always felt to me. That's why I've never gotten invested in those superheroes too much. It's not like reboots don't happen in other things like Kamen Rider, but not to that frequency and that degree. Nowhere near close. That's why I love Spider-Verse. It makes it so that even with the reboots, your investment is worth it. Into the Spider-Verse, not Spider-Verse, well, that one too, but I mean, Far From Home. No Way Home, I mean, No Way Home. Yeah, I get the names mixed up. Again, I'm not very invested. It's made a lot of people look at the new shows more critically. Well, they should always do that. They should always do that. You don't care about the Amazon Lord of the Rings series? That's fine, Weaver. What concerns me is Lothar's state, as we discussed the other day, but that's not a story. The only way you can enjoy the series in the game called Middle-earth Shadow of Wars to view it as an alternate reality timeline where stuff happened completely differently. Well, yes, but the problem is they didn't intend to do that. And that's what's insulting. How you gonna view them? That's okay. It's also the perspective I have for the movies also. I talked about this before, but just to avoid going on a long soliloquy talking about that, it's kind of what you're saying, Weaver, but I take it to another like mad degree, which I've always loved to see all my life, in which you imagine that the characters are playing themselves in a sort of play and they're just having fun. Like, they play the Lord of the Rings story several times and sometimes they do variations. And then when Haldir shows up at Helm's Deep, everybody is surprised in character, but they're also out of character surprised. Like, you know, there's a part of them. Maybe I say that's because I'm a pro wrestling fan too, and they have this thing called kayfabe. Like, you know, when you have like The Undertaker or The Rock or Chris Jericho react to something, you can kind of imagine how they're reacting out of character. Because they knew this was scripted, but then something that was not scripted happens, but they still react to it accordingly. Well, Aragorn and Legolas react a certain way when Haldir arrives, and they're like, hey, wait a minute, what are you doing here? Hey, okay, this is gonna be fun. The battle is gonna be better with you here. They say that in character, but out of character, they're also like internally, you were not supposed to do this, but you're gonna do it for this time to add some variety and add some spice to this version of Lord of the Rings. All right, bring it on. You are most welcome, as Aragorn said. Oh, really? Aragorn actually broke his toe on that helmet? He didn't expect it because he was wearing his light boots. Arwen had to give him kisses? What helmet? What do you mean? Helmet? At Helm's Deep, you mean? Do you mean Viggo Mortensen? You're probably making a reference to something I don't know. I'm sorry, Batran. I'm sorry if I'm ruining a joke right there. Let me drink some mate here. Yes, I'm drinking mate today again. Good old mate. Of course, I have been drinking regular teas in other days. Yesterday, I had Darjeeling. Aragorn kicks the helmet in the movie. I don't remember what scene that was. The meme where Viggo breaks his toe, but I'm talking about it was really Aragorn playing the part. Oh! Yeah. It's like the thing, it's like, rather than being Viggo Mortensen playing Aragorn, it's Aragorn playing Aragorn. Or a mixture of a person that is both Viggo and Aragorn, if that makes any sense. So hey, VTubers could be that sort of person too. Live streamers as well. So that, you know, Aragorn actually has Viggo Mortensen actually has the powers that Aragorn has. Like Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat. He's playing characters in the movies and doing superpowers, but he actually does have those superpowers. It's not just special effects, you know? But then after everything is over, Sauron and Gandalf just shake hands and they hug. Hey, that was a really cool thing you did for this version. That was really fun. Maybe for the next maybe for the next time we play this, you should have like a different explosion in your volcano in Mount Doom, you know? Something like that. Again, as a pro wrestling fan, maybe that's the influence. Like the ending of Saints Row 4. What is this you're linking? Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me see if I recognize what this is. Whoa, what's with this resolution? This is weird. Oh, yes, I think I'm remembering now. He actually broke his toe. And then they had to sort of interrupt the shoot. Wait, time out. And Eomer, who was about to come onto the scene, is like, oh, okay, something happened. Okay, let's all just kind of break character for a moment and, you know, kind of as if you were role-playing, but outside of the role-playing, you're still your character. And you still have the powers of your character, but everybody gets along. There's no such thing as true evil, if that makes any sense. Uh-oh.
It's one of their belts.
Right. Okay, I'm remembering that now. Okay. Okay. Orlando cracks his rib and Pico breaks his toes. I mean, if you want an immersive Middle-earth experience there, you know? Because they're fighting a lot. They're having a lot of battles and stuff. Legolas and Aragorn, they fought a lot of battles. I like it. Yeah. I like it. What is also gonna mention, though? I was gonna mention something else. Oh, the trailer. Yeah, we should watch the trailer also. Oh, really? Sean Astin got a major glass shard on his foot. I mean, yeah, it could be difficult for the Hobbit actors because they're barefoot. Well, they were. You gotta be careful when you film that, yeah. You gotta be careful when you film and you have a character like that. I mean, well, did they have to actually be barefoot for that, though? Like, you could have, like, you know, the Hobbit feet, they're like, prosthetics or special effect thingies. I don't know what you call them, but it's something you wear. But I don't know how they did the SFX in that dimension. I don't know. I haven't looked at behind the scenes too much. I don't look at behind the scenes as much, despite how fun it could be. Hey, I can't even have time to watch all these series and movies, and you want me to also watch all the behind the scenes stuff, right? Yeah, no time for that. In the scene of the first movie, at the end where Sam is going to swim out to Frodo in the boat, oh, the set there had the wrong bag covered in the rubber matting, but I guess there was a chunk of glass that was there and he slimed right on it. Ouch! The prosthetic feet were basically shoes. Okay. Man! They had blood, sweat, and maybe tears in there to create the trilogy. Oh my gosh, talk about sacrifices. Wow. Well, accidents can happen on the set. Yeah, worse accidents have happened on movie sets, for sure. That's very interesting factoids, though. Those are very interesting facts, right there. Yes. So yeah, we're talking about all sorts of Lord of the Rings things that I didn't know about. Even when we're not playing Lotro, we end up talking about Lord of the Rings. Well, to be fair, they did drop the trailer yesterday, right? So there's that. Yeah, the other thing of interest for me would be the Scarlet Witch thing. I actually heard the IGN news. I'm starting to do this thing. I did it before, and I dropped it, and now I'm doing it again for as long as I end up doing it, I guess, in which I have the little Google Assistant on my phone give me a good morning routine. I say good morning, and she does this routine, and at the end of it, she starts playing the news. I kind of had to select the news because a lot of them I didn't care about. So I made IGN news the best ones I could find that were the most relevant to me. Be at the top of the news that play, so they're the first ones that play. And they talk about entertainment the most. So they do mention those sorts of things, but I don't think they mention Rings of Power. They mentioned sales about the PlayStation 5. I don't remember what else they mentioned. I think they did mention the Multiverse of Madness thing. And before we go any further, let's take a look at that. What is this about an X-Men crossover? The only thing I saw was just like Scarlet Witch going like violent or whatever with some blood on her face or who knows what. Professor X, apparently? Is that it? The thing I heard, so I hope this is not a spoiler for anyone, but I think it needs to be mentioned. I'm being neutral about this, and I'm trying not to set my expectations too high for it, especially since I'm not gonna watch it on cinemas. I'm not gonna go out there. There's still a friggin' pandemic out there. But hey, how's my maid outfit? You can still appreciate it more on this screen right here. I hope it looks good. It's the maid outfit that they give you right off the bat on Visual Studio. There is another version, a light blue version, and there is a more exposed version of this outfit. Let's call it that. So if we ever have to switch, we could switch to one of those. But anyway, I heard that leaks, potential rumors that these versions that we're gonna see them are just some like alternate versions that are like Professor X, like the leader of a resistance against like multiversal invaders or whatever. It's not really gonna be anything close to the Professor X we've seen in the movies or anything. Like, it's gonna be other versions of the characters that are extremely different in a way. The only thing they have in common is the same actor and the same name, kind of like that. Hour-long review for WH3 that I watched. Warhammer 3, you mean? Ulala, me like. Thank you, Weaver. But let's see.
Every night, I dream the same dream.
Doctor.
And then,
This is good, though. This is good.
the nightmare begins.
See, here's the thing. I feel like I can tell you my expectations. Kinda neutrality, but not neutrality because I'm not on either side, but neutrality because I'm on both sides. The optimistic and the pessimistic. I am being pessimistic, and both of these are cautiously. Cautiously pessimistic about the cameos that we have. Like potential X-Men, potential Fantastic Four, potential alternate Iron Man or whatever. That's what I'm being pessimistic about. I don't think it's going to be as great as some people are expecting it to be. Myself included. I think it's just going to be like some alternate versions that they're having fun with, like the What If series, some zombie alternate version or some, I don't know, some dystopian Professor X, who knows what. And then I'm being optimistic about the movie overall. I think it's going to be a nice movie experience, though. It's going to be a good Doctor Strange movie. It's going to be a good movie. It's going to be a fun story of its own. So, yeah. Kaiden plays all sides. That way he always winds up on top. Hey, you know, a lot of the time when I do these alignment tests, I pretty much always end up on neutral. Whether it's the D&D alignments or other alignments. Yeah, you can definitely see myself as chaotic neutral, true neutral. I've gotten that too before. The one I don't get that much is lawful neutral, but that's another story. Let's watch the trailer. I won't pause this time.
I did what I had to do. To protect our world.
You cannot control everything, Strange.
Sam Raimi, though.
Open the doorway between universes. And we don't know who or what will walk through it.
Oh, ad break is coming. Okay, wait. I said I wouldn't pause. I need to delay. Let me delay the ad break a little bit, just by like a couple minutes. And let's watch it. Let's watch it. And we'll talk about it when we come back.
To do. Protect our world.
You cannot control everything, Strange. You open the doorway between universes. And we don't know who or what will walk through it.
But who are all these people?
Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
Who are these people?
We should tell him the truth.
Yeah, that's Professor X, right? Yeah. Hold on. That's what I was talking about.
Things just got out of hand.
Yeah.
You break the rules.
Look out!
You become a hero.
Why is it always that street?
I do it. I become the enemy.
What is going on?
It doesn't seem fair.
Who is that girl? I forget. We have a lot to talk about. Yeah, some things to mention. Yeah. Let me see the cast right there. Did they say? Okay, that was who was that girl? Miss Marvel? They said they would debut Kamala Khan? No. No, that's gonna be in the next Captain Marvel movie, I think. But okay, yeah. That, we should tell him the truth. That was Professor X. And yeah, it was like an alternate version of Professor X. That's what I meant. Like, that's the part to me that's like a little bit disappointing, to tell you the truth. It's exciting, but at the same time, it's like, I would have rather seen the regular Professor X, but okay. This is interesting, though. Yeah, we have a little bit of an ad break. We will continue talking about this in 90 seconds. I know some of you can still hear me and all that. In the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna drink my mate. And I'm gonna take a look at that too. Hey, you know, a maid should know well. A maid should know how to serve tea. And I can be a really good maid, at least in that, because I know all sorts of great ways to serve tea. So if you ever ask me for some tea, yes, my lady, yes, my lord, I will definitely do that for you. Maybe I will not get fired on my first day on the job. Just don't ask me to clean. I really suck at doing that. You know, what takes people like 10 minutes to clean takes me like 10 days to clean instead. Well, that's a little bit exaggerated. Let's go for something that's not so hyperbolic. No kidding. Something that would take a person 10 minutes probably takes me like 10 hours. Yeah, that's not as hyperbolic as it sounds, I swear. It really is that bad. And which reminds me, I probably need to clean around my room a little bit. The good thing is the changes I did to it changed it in such a way that it's a lot easier. Like just sweeping and cleaning around is a lot easier now. I have a lot more space for that. Everybody is talking about how Wanda's gonna be a villain. Doesn't seem fair. Wanda's about 5 seconds away from turning on Strange right there. Yeah. They heard Sir Patrick Stewart's voice inside of the back of Professor X's head, but yeah, again, it's the rumors that said that he's like the, some sort of other Professor X. I don't know if you could even call him that.
We should tell him the truth.
Yeah. It's a different sort of Professor X, like, it's great to see him there, but at the same time, it's not like... It's kind of like... The best comparison I can give you is like... Not really a good analogy, but... When I see a Kamen Rider come back, here's the first version of Kamen Rider. Oh no, wait, I think I already mentioned Kamen Rider on the stream, but yeah. The bingo game. It's kind of like... Oh, also, there was an amazing announcement related to Kamen Rider yesterday. Or today, maybe? Anyway, when you see a Kamen Rider character come back, and it's, you know, it's meant to be the original rider, like, let's say Kamen Rider Blade comes back, but the actor that played him is not there to voice him, it's somebody else voicing him, so it's like, kind of feels like it's just a suit in a way, and it's not as exciting. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel, but, well, maybe not the best analogy. There's also, like, alternate versions or somebody else wearing the suit of the character, literally, like they did in a recent movie. Spoilers. But, yeah. When I see an alternate version of a character like that, it's not as exciting. I mean, technically, when you see the entire MCU, it's entirely alternate versions of the characters from the 616 universe, but, yeah. Again, though, I'm being cautiously neutral, I guess you could say. Wanda, though... Maybe turning into the Scarlet Witch that we kind of saw in the comics. I think she did start out as a villain, and then kind of became a hero, and then back to a villain, and then just... I don't know. I don't know how the Scarlet Witch is in the comics, but... Yeah, she definitely wasn't as heroic and sympathetic in the comics, at least at first, as she was in the MCU, right? Will we see a Pietro Maximoff, played by the actor that played him in the X-Men universe there? And also the fake version on the WandaVision series. Again, sorry, that's spoilers. I don't know. What do you all think, Maniacs? Do you have any opinions about that? Oh yes, the other thing I should talk about is this announcement about... This is insane. This is an automatic translation, by the way. Shin Japan Heroes Universe has started collaboration of 4 works of Shin Godzilla, Shin Evangelion movie version, Shin Ultraman, and Shin Kamen Rider. So all of these are apparently gonna have a shared universe? What? Excuse me, what? We don't know the extent of what this is gonna be, but if they actually do like some movie or some manga, I don't know, it could be a very minor thing, like just some promotional campaign or some minor thing, or I don't know, like some minor video game cameo on those gacha games or a card game like Battle Spirits. Those ones can be fun, but like gacha games, or they start making some pachinko machines like these, that's not as exciting. But yeah, here's the website. All of these are gonna share a universe somehow, if it really is as good as they say. And what? Excuse me, what? Suburaya and Toei. The last time Ultraman and Kamen Rider were involved together was in 1990 something. I forget what the year was. Maybe 93, 94. With Ultraman vs. Kamen Rider. And well, this time they include Godzilla and Evangelion because it's all Anno Hideaki. Because of the new works he's gonna do. Shin Ultraman comes out this year, but let's see the chronology. Shin Godzilla, which I haven't seen yet actually. Look at that, that is such a monstrosity. I didn't see what that looked like. Wasn't this around the same time they were also releasing the other Godzilla, the Hollywood Godzilla, King of Monsters? Yeah, so that's funny. Shin Evangelion, I noticed this is anime. I thought this was a live action thing. I haven't seen anything Evangelion ever, so I have no idea what this is gonna be like. Oh, okay, yeah, this year, as I said, Shin Ultraman, and then 2023 is gonna be Shin Kamen Rider. The last one. The last one out of all of these is gonna be that one. That's insanity. Shin Kamen Rider is the odd one out because it's the only one that doesn't have anything gigantic going on. Ultraman is giant, Evangelion has the mechas and angels, or I don't know what it is, that's giant, and Godzilla, well, gigantic, right? So that's fascinating. That's so fascinating. Like, what on earth is going on? What on earth is gonna happen? There's potential for so many things like that, and it makes me so happy to see Kamen Rider in a shared universe with other properties like that. I think there is so much potential with something like this, you know? So much potential. I hope we see something great out of it. I always had... I don't know if I ever talked to you all about this, but I had this... I don't remember if it was a series of dreams or one single dream that felt like a series of dreams. You know how it can feel like that sometimes. That had Kamen Rider in a Marvel setting, like Marvel had access to Kamen Rider, not like copyright on Kamen Rider, but like they had access to do works related to Kamen Rider. Toei and Ishimori Pro still had like the ultimate, the definite property of it, but they allowed Marvel to do their own Kamen Rider stuff, and it wasn't like adaptations like Dragon Knight or the awful Sub-a-thon thing. It was like their own comics, like the Ultraman comic that was done recently, right? And he went further than that, so they had their own comics that they did, and they also had a version of Kamen Rider in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I kind of dreamt that. I don't remember what else was in the dream. There were all sorts of things, like... Obviously, Kamen Rider was more widely known because of this, but there was a Kamen Rider movie that they did that introduced Ichigo and Nigo, Rider 1 and Rider 2 in the MCU. That was a Kamen Rider movie. And again, they had appearances from other characters from the MCU, I think. And eventually, Kamen Rider V3 was also introduced, but not on his own movie. Kind of like Black Panther, his introduction was not on his own movie. Then V3 had his own movie, sort of, but that was after maybe Endgame or a little bit before that. But anyway, the point is that in Avengers Endgame, the triple Riders, Rider 1, Rider 2, and V3 are there, and in the blip, in the snap, Rider 1 and Rider 2 get snapped, right? And V3 survives the snap, but the original double Riders do not. And in episode 2 of V3, of the original B3 series, there's this scene in which the double riders apparently sacrifice themselves to save Tokyo from a nuclear bomb inside of a kaijin, Kame Bazooka, Turtle Bazooka. They take Turtle Bazooka with them to the ocean, far, far away from civilization, and the nuclear bomb explodes there, and they apparently explode with it. They are caught in the blast, right? They survive though, but in that scene it looks like they died, and they say their final words through a telepathic link that they had with B3. And they say, now the protection of Japan and the world is up to you, B3. Or at least they said Japan, but the way B3 calls out to them. Actually, you know what? I can show you the scene right now. It's right there on YouTube. They have the episode uploaded on YouTube. I can show you. And when Rider 1 and Rider 2 got snapped, it mirrored both a final scene in the final episode in which they're trying to carry each other. Like, they're like, Hongo, stand up, stand up. Like, they're very beat up after a lot of explosions, and they're holding each other's hand, trying to get the other to stand up. And they're like, Hongo, stand up, otherwise all we fought for would be in vain, they say. And it's the exact same, but at the same time, they're kind of fading away in the way everybody did after the snap, right? Like, slowly turning to kind of like ash. And a little bit behind them on a hill, B3 can see them. He's helmetless. He's not wearing his helmet in this case, as like the modern versions of them do. They can take off the helmet. And he yells at them, Hongo-san, Ichimonji-san, like you're about to see right now. Let me show you. Let me skip ahead. Oh yeah, there we are. There it is. It seems they died, so he's like, Hongo-san, Ichimonji-san. B3, as he's recovering from a battle right there in Avengers Endgame. In this case, he's seeing them from behind. He's seeing how they're fading away from the snap. As they are holding each other's hand, trying to stand up. I wish I could show you the scene, but it's not there on YouTube. He yells in a similar way, Hongo-san, Ichimonji-san. So far in that universe, it's only those three writers. There's no more Kamen Riders. And that's how it goes. And then in Avengers, oh no, not Endgame, Infinity War, sorry, I think it was, that had the snap. And Endgame is the one after. And in Endgame, if you remember, I'm not gonna say too many spoilers, hopefully, but Hawkeye is there in Japan, and he's like turned into, I think he had a different name. Like there was like a Japanese version of him, or I don't remember what it was, but he basically turns into this more avenging Hawkeye without any morals, or I don't remember what it was, but in this case the scene kind of changes. So this scene with the Scarlet Witch, with Black Widow, I keep confusing the Scarlet Witch with Black Widow sometimes because the actress is called Scarlett Johansson. Anyway, sometimes I even say Scarlet Widow, but yeah, Natasha and Hawkeye, they're talking to each other. Also, Kasami, Shiro, B3 is kind of involved in that. I don't remember in what manner, but they have a sort of conversation, and B3 is kind of like a Batman figure there, becoming more of an avenging demon, because Kasami was kind of like that, because he wanted to avenge his family. He was very, had a very mean streak to him at first, until he later turned into more of a justice kind of person. And they have their parting words to B3 right here. This is a memorable scene. The way they do it. It's so good.
仮面ライダー V3 よ。俺たちは死なない。いつの日か必ず帰ってくる。 3人の仮面ライダーが揃って戦う日まで全ては君の力にかかっている。頑張れ仮面ライダー V3。 俺たちは君を見守ってるぞ。東京を死守した。
So that dialogue they just said, speaking of like replicating scenes in movies and all that, now moving away from that little dream I had about Kamen Rider being present in Marvel a lot, you know, kind of like how we kind of got Super Sentai involved with Marvel, right? And there have been pictures of the Japanese Spider-Man. There are pictures of the Japanese Spider-Man in B3. I don't remember what that was for, but it was some sort of promotional thing. But they never actually teamed up on screen, which it could have happened. It could have happened. Or at least another Hiroshi Miyauchi hero, who is the actor that plays B3. He played a lot of other heroes. He could have had a team up with Spider-Man like that, I think. But anyway, that scene where they gave that speech was also replicated in the 40th anniversary movie Let's Go Kamen Rider at the end of it. Only that this time they're talking to Kamen Rider O's and New Deno, and they're talking about all the Kamen Riders in general. Like, we will again return one day, and all of us will team up instead, just the three of us, right? But yeah, that was the dream. My long-winded way, hopefully not too long-winded. Oh, the meme. Yeah, I can show you that meme, Baytran. It's right there on Twitter. It's an account that posts every Friday. Yeah, that's from a very different show, Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger, Super Sentai, from like 94, 93 or something like that. Today is Friday in California. Friday Pacific is the name of the account. There it is, at Friday Pacific. Shoot. Yeah.
Today is Friday in California. Huh?
It never gets old. I watch it every Friday. Every Friday. Maybe we should play it on stream every Friday. We did see it on the Sub-a-thon, I think. Yeah. Like the weekend. It's like the weekend meme. It's like the weekend Twitter account. Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend. Yeah. I feel like we should have a meme for every day of the week like that. I don't know if there is such a thing, like somebody saying, oh, it's Monday, but trying to make it cheerful, because I know Mondays are not that cheerful for the most part for a lot of people, sometimes myself included, depending on the workload I have for the week, but that's another story. Hey, being a maid can be very busy, okay? I'm gonna be a maid for the rest of February now, so yeah, I'm gonna have more work to do. There's a specific way for maids to speak in Japanese, but I forgot what it was like. Well, there's a lot of sama for sure when you talk to like your lords and ladies. I mostly know it in English, but at least I do know a little bit thanks to Downton Abbey. My lord, my lady. Yes. Yeah, Downton Abbey, a wonderful series I recommend, by the way. It's great because it's not the usual kind of series I watch, but I watched the entirety of it, and I don't regret a single second. That reminds me, there's a new freaking movie coming out this year. Have I watched Maid Sama? No, I don't know what that is. What is that, Sammy? I'm looking up Downton Abbey right now. I just need to see about that film. I think it releases this year. Film 2022, Downton Abbey, A New Era. I can't believe they're doing another film though, that's crazy. 20 May 2022 in the US and Canada. 29 April 2022 in the UK. That's not that far away. Again, I'm not gonna watch it on cinemas, but yeah. I don't think the pandemic is gonna get any better by that time. Wow, that's gonna be interesting. Well. And there's also an actress that they introduced, a new character they introduced in the Downton Abbey movies. Let me see if I can find her. The name of the actress was Tuppence Middleton. And I got introduced to her through Downton Abbey, and then I ended up watching the series Sense8, where she played an amazing character, one of the main characters, and I love that series so much. I talked about it, like, again, I talked about the storytelling I love so much, Live Alive, Octopath Traveler, SOTOR. Well, Sense8 does something like that and takes it to another level. The split joint converged storytelling, Sense8 takes it to another level. It's such a shame that it was so short. They ended up canceling the series, but they did give it a resolution after that. But yeah, it was so expensive. It was so expensive to keep the series because it's worldwide. Filming worldwide in so many locations. I can understand why it's so expensive, but it's still such a shame. I saw that movie Death on the Nile yesterday too. What is that? It's a cute romance anime? Oh yeah, let me look it up now. Let's see. Maid-sama. What's the Japanese name? Kaicho Maid-sama. Oh, the class president is a maid. Nani? 26 episode anime adaptation produced by JC Staff. Monthly shoujo, serialized in Monthly Shoujo magazine Lala. 18 published volumes on the company's Toyumi Comics. Okay, once an all-boys high school, Seika High, infamous for its rowdy students, has recently become a co-ed school. However, with the female population still remaining a minority even after the change over the recent years, Misaki Ayusawa worked hard to make the school a better place for girls. She puts a lot of effort into academics and athletics and earns the trust of the teachers. Eventually, she becomes the first female student council president. Misaki has gained a reputation among the male students' body as a strict boy-hating demon dictator and as a shining hope for the teachers and fellow female students. However, despite her reputation, she secretly works part-time at a maid cafe in order to support her ill mom and sister by returning the huge debt their father had left them. Unfortunately, Misaki's secret is soon discovered by Takumi Usui, a popular boy at Seiga High. Instead of exposing it to the school though, Usui keeps it for himself and even becomes a regular customer at the cafe, much to Misaki's chagrin. Known for being a genius in pretty much everything from academics to athletics and for having rejected numerous confessions of his female peers, Usui takes a liking to Misaki because he finds her interesting. After going through various awkward situations, including being confronted by a forgotten childhood friend of hers, Misaki falls in love with Usui, who reciprocates, and the two soon become a couple. I'm not gonna read any further because I think it says the whole plot. I may have read a lot of spoilers there. Hopefully not. Mystery movie that is a pseudo sequel to Murder on the Orient Express. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. I don't know much about that though. I don't know much about that. But how did you find it, Batran? And also, for that matter, yeah, the review you mentioned earlier about Warhammer 3. You are not late, Karu. Glad you could make it. Glad you can make it. You are not late at all. We've been live for like an hour. That's not late. That's not late. Holy shit! Time is flying. What the hell is going on? What is going on? Time is just flying. The portal to the stream was broken? What do you mean? Did you mean a link was broken or something else? Hopefully not. How dare my PC, I mean portal? I'm sorry to hear that. No. I hopefully it was okay. You thought it was pretty good? Okay. Okay. If you want, by the way, everyone, if you want, we can play some Words on stream or the other Gartic on stream. I think Gartic on stream is a lot more fun than Words on stream. At least I did have more fun. Yes, today I am made. Not mad, but made. Mad Kaiden turned into Maid Kaiden. Because we overdid it with the subs. There's no such thing as overdoing it when it comes to something like that, but yeah. We hit the goal so much, so I have to wear a maid outfit for the rest of February. And it's great because Valentine's Day is a great day to start it, so talking about romance, maid, manga, and anime, it makes some sense, right? Hey, there is a love emote that you all can use, so make sure you use it in the chat. Rest of February, that's right, Karu, that's right. Though it's only gonna be for the live streams. Any videos I do, any TikToks I do, any clips I do that are not from the live stream are not necessarily gonna happy with this outfit. There you are, Sammy. Use the emote. Today is the big one for that. Oh, go make you tea. Of course, my lady. Of course, my lord. What kind of tea would you like? What kind of tea would you like, Karu? Of course I can do that. Absolutely. Lavender? Okay. How would you like it? How would you like it? I'd be very happy to serve it to you like that. Of course. What do you prefer, by the way, Karu? My lady or my lord? I would say it in Japanese if I could. You like Jasmine, Sammy? Okay. I know you have your pronouns, but even then, my lady, my lord is a different story. Yeah, if I'm gonna be a maid, I have to do it properly. Like, I suck at cleaning, but at least I can prepare tea well. Everybody has their role, right? I would be so fired within the first day. Herbal, 2 small spoons of sugar, a slight dash of milk. Very good, my lady. Very good, my lord. Coming right up. Shaken, not stirred. Okay, perfect, perfect. I can easily do that. Yeah. Your Kaiden Sama has inverted the situation for this month, I guess. Well. How funny. My lady works? Alright. Very good, my lady. Your ladyship? Oh yeah, your ladyship, your lordship. That's another way of saying it. What else can we talk about? I feel like there's some other trailer or thing that happened that we can watch and talk about. But I don't know what it is. Do you have any special plans for today though, maniacs? Maid maniacs? I'm a maid maniac today. Yes. Yeah, like any sort of plan though. It doesn't have to necessarily be related to Valentine's. But yeah, what are the plans? Myself, it's just the regular sort of live stream Monday to me. Well, regular as it gets. I mean, a live stream is always a special thing to me in its own way. Lady Karu, hater of red, lover of cats, addict of lavender tea. Sounds awesome. Sounds awesome, Karu. I like those titles. You must have worried about her mom because her shoulder is popping out again and she's gonna need a new surgery soon? What do you mean? Oh, your mom. I was like, whose mom? Well, all the best wishes, patron. All the best wishes. I hope she can recover well from that. Or rather, not have the shoulder pop out. I understand. You have my best wishes for that. And of course, you know how the week is gonna go. Personally, when it comes to the week though, I'm so excited about Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And yes, I'm still extremely obsessed with it. I am so tempted right now, y'all, to just go in and open a lot of packs in the fucking game, but I'm not doing it. Oops, I'm sorry, my lord. I'm sorry, my lady. Sorry for cursing. I'm I'm gonna be fired from the maid job on day 1. Not even 1 day, not even 1 hour into the job. Well, tomorrow I'm going out, Vets for Pet, to get his bits removed, and for my second COVID vaccine. Take it easy, both of you. I hope both of you don't have any side effects from that. No, I'm sorry. The maid reminds me of the maid from Black Butler. Oh, really? Which maid is that? I know what you're talking about. Kuroshitsuji. Black Butler. I remember, I think Kamen Rider Kabuto, the actor for him, Hiro Mitsushima, played the Black Butler in the live-action adaptation, but I'm not sure. Not sure if that's the one you're talking about. Sebastian? That might be the one. Hiro Mitsushima is the name of the actor. So yeah. Your keyboard's not cooperating, sir, to hear that? Take it easy on your keyboard though, you don't want to just break it. Yeah, you know, you remind me that I need to have like a keyboard on the back. You know, buy a keyboard just to have it in case mine dies. To immediately be able to replace it instead of having to go out and replace it. Imagine that happening in the middle of a stream. I remember I had a stream in which the keyboard didn't break, but it started malfunctioning. So there were many things I couldn't do anymore. And yeah, I had to buy another one. But outright stop working or break, that's a different story. But yeah, the Exceed Festival is going to begin in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And yeah, we'll have it on Friday for that reason. Otherwise, I probably might have had it on Wednesday. Wednesday is a fine day for ℂ𝕠𝕟 though. I think that works out perfectly. And what else? Well, any day is a fine day for ℂ𝕠𝕟, but some more than others, I would say, for certain reasons. Oh yeah, I've been so obsessed with it. I've been doing a lot of the solo mode, completing the solo duels, and I'm getting a lot of gems. I've deconstructed some other cards, and I've come to learn so many other decks and archetypes, and I've gotten to fall in love with so many other archetypes. Like, I have a little list of the other archetypes I want to do. Hopefully you can still hear me during the ad break that we're having right now. I know most of you watching, if not all of you watching right now, are subs, but even then, I'm not sure. Some of the new ones that I wanted to do, Zodiac, Sky Striker, well, Insector, I was already interested in that, Super Quant, Tri Brigade. Some of those are like the super meta archetypes that everybody's winning with and stomping me with, but I'm interested in them too because I'm seeing what they play like. And I've come to realize that when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh!, the archetypes that I like are the kinds of decks, or rather the kinds of archetypes that I like are like the hero and the masked heroes, in which they have a lot of members, all sorts of different members. Like, you can make a legion, you can make an army, you can make a whole roster on them, and they all complement each other. They're all part of a team, sort of. So those ones I'm mentioning are like that. So when you have a Blue Eyes deck, it's not going to be like that, because it's not a bunch of different members. It's really just different versions of the Blue Eyes. Kind of the same with the Dark Magician archetype, etc. ℂ𝕠𝕟 is the same, although I'm kind of interested in making an ℂ𝕠𝕟 deck because I have a lot of the ℂ𝕠𝕟 cards out of a coincidence. Because I was also interested in the Vampire archetype for the reasons I just mentioned. But anyway, that's not a story. Also Gem Knights, Gyargia, the Kaiju archetype, Radiant, the multidimensional Kaiju, you know? And let's see, Constellar, Gladiator Beasts, Sephra, Metal Foes, Christian, Naturia, Mech Knight, and Ors Arctic. Hopefully I'm not boring you with this talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope it's... I hope even if you're not following along, I just talk about it with such enthusiasm. But yeah. And to tell you the truth, I would probably be buying some gens soon if it weren't for the fact that they're so expensive. Like, the prices are extremely stupid, like extremely elevated. Like, they need to make them better than that. That feel when I buy myself sweets to feel love on Valentine's Day? Nice, Karu. If I weren't on a diet right now, I would have a lot of chocolate today. Today is the day for that. Oh, that reminds me, I should go back to Animal Crossing New Horizons today, because I heard that Brewster serves hot chocolate instead of the usual coffee on Valentine's. At least he did that in previous games, but we don't know if he does that on Valentine's in New Horizons as well, since it's the first Valentine's with Brewster in that game today. I do that too. I go off on hour-long talks about the Genshin lore. Oh, of course there is lots of lore. I don't doubt that, Karu. Yeah. And don't even get me started on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Lore. Yeah, like the Mech Knights I mentioned, for example. Yeah, they have that. The Constellars, the Metal Foes, yeah. But what I like about some of these archetypes is that another thing I wanted to do is to have an archetype for like each type of special card. So I think I may have found an interesting Synchro archetype, which is Ors Arctic. Maybe that one, or maybe I'll go for the Stardust archetype because, you know, Stardust, it fits me. But at the same time, it's not really one of those member archetypes like I mentioned. It's more like the Blue Eyes archetype, right? Still though, it can be fun. The Sephra archetype though, as well as the... I forget which one it was. I think it was the Constellar archetype or Pendulum archetypes. Xyz archetypes, there's kind of the Zodiac one, and there's also... forget which one it was, but there were others. Then Fusion archetypes, I already have the Masked Heroes, but there's also the Gem Knights. I have nearly finalized a Gem Knight deck, actually. With a few materials, I can finish it. But right now, I'm not really crafting any more cards because, well, I can explain more about that on Friday, maybe, when we have the stream. I have to really resist the temptation to craft any cards and open any packs until Friday. because again, I need to save them potentially for the Exist Festival, because it seems like they're gonna have some exclusive packs for that. And I think I will want to build my own deck for the festival. You neglected ACNH recently. You got hyper fixated on Obey Me and TOT. What are those? TOT. What is TOT? Hey, I've neglected ACNH too. First of all, because I was playing it religiously at this time last year, which means that the things that are happening in-game at this time, I've already done. So there's not much for me to see that's new. I'm gonna return to it in the summer though, because it was the summer of last year where I abandoned it, basically. And also because I've been obsessed with other things, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And you know, if I'm spending my free time on Master Duel, I don't have time for anything else. Like, I have time for maybe only one video game in my free time. And well, Master Duel also is easier to get into, like, say, SOTOR or a series, because you can maybe just go for one duel, and it may take you, like... Some duels take a long time, some duels don't, but it may take you only, like... Oh my gosh, my tracking is so weird today. I feel like my head is all over the place. I noticed that in my tracking, my head always seems to be going in this direction like that. It's always like... like, what is going on with my neck? Am I just facing in the wrong direction? Anyway, sorry about that. I'm constantly recentering myself here. And Otome Games TOT is Tears of Themis? Ooh. Otome. What did Otome mean again? Oh, maiden game. Sounds not very dissimilar to what I'm doing today with my maid outfit. Yeah, that's great though. That's great. Develop a romantic relationship between a female player character and one of several male characters. There are many games like those that can be fun. Yeah. I remember there was one, the most notable one to me was like, or maybe this is not an Otome game, but one with like a cat boy cafe or something. You become the new runner of the cafe, and you may know what game that is, Karu, I don't know. And there's a bunch of different cat boys. They weren't workers of a cafe ever before, but now they start becoming one. Obey Me, you're a human in hell called Devil Dome for a year exchange program. What? That sounds funny already. Kind of like the devil is a part-timer and he works at a fast food place, and I'll have to see that one day maybe. Oh man, so many series worth watching. But I'm stuck with just Yu-Gi-Oh! GX right now. Only one anime series is more than enough time for me. TOT, you are a lawyer for Themis law firm. Wow. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. And you date the other lawyers and stuff. And then in the other one, I assume you date like demons and stuff like that. Demon lords maybe. Incubus. If it's only male characters that you're able to date or have a romantic sort of scenario with, I assume, right? Yeah. You know, I just realized maybe I should have gotten some chocolates for the table right here. Oh well, can't go wrong with just tea. Yeah, oh yeah, I mentioned earlier that I would be having a lot of chocolates. I actually did purchase a few. I got Oreo fudge for today. Those Oreo fudge cookies that I love so much, but I can't have too many. I'm on a diet. Otherwise, all that fat and all that sugar is gonna be bad for me. I'm gonna get all jiggly. I don't want that kind of dimension. I don't want those kinds of dimensions in my life. Anyway. In Obey Me, there is the 7 brothers based on the 7 deadlies, 2 angels from the heaven celestial realm, the other exchange human, and the prince of Devildom and his servant. Wow, that's a lot. The 7 deadly sins, though. I'm kind of curious to see what sloth looks like. If I am guilty of the 7 deadly sins, the one that I'm the guiltiest of is definitely sloth. Oh, yes. I am... Hey, let me tell you something. Everyone. Here's a fun fact about me. I am very, very good in bed. Oh, you have no idea my skills in bed. They are wonderful. You would be so surprised by how good they are. And you know why I'm so good in bed? Because I can spend 20 hours just lying down in it. That's my skill. That's why I'm so good in it. What do you think I was talking about? Of course, that's what being good in bed is like, you know. I spend like 20 hours just lying down there, whether I'm sleeping or not, and I can stay there. Inappropriate, why? Because I'm oversleeping? Just because of that? Well, I guess oversleeping is inappropriate, yeah. Well, why else would it be inappropriate? Yeah, you don't want to oversleep, like, wake up early, wake up early. I've been getting better at waking up at a more reasonable time instead of just not having time for anything else before I have to get started on doing things on the day, right? Well, of course, what else would I be talking about, Karu? What are you maniacs thinking? Come on, come on. If you're good in bed, it means you can stay there for a long time, and I can be really good. But that's the problem with sloth, isn't it? But seriously, I can be so unbelievably lazy in all sorts of ways. Seriously, I can just spend so many days just in bed, and for better or for worse. There is no limit to how much I can rest, seriously. Like, maybe I have to move around, my body has to move around, but like resting. Resting doesn't mean you're lying down all day. It means you're not doing stuff, I guess. Like, you're not engaging in very busy activities, like work or like work, studying, that sort of thing. In TOT, there is your boss, Opera Man, childhood friend turned detective, psychiatrist, teacher, and rich bitch who will inherit the PAX group, Themy's law firm's biggest client. Ooh. Rich bitch, though. So, is that somebody you can romance, or just like a rival, a love rival, or how does it work? It is hot chalk? For a Brewster, you mean? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. It is nice, nice. I'm gonna need to go in later. I'm probably gonna have a lot of wheats. It's been a while since I've been there, but I'll leave them there because I can just commission leaf to remove them. It's quite expensive and I'm kind of running out of money last I remember, but I can leave that for later because I'm gonna be absent from the game again after that. I'm not gonna continue playing it for now. It is a shame. I've kind of run out of things to do and my motivation to play it every day. It sucks because I could be doing Happy Home Paradise every day too. Ooh, there's still so many houses I could be designing, but... And I was so obsessed with it. Look at me like 3 months ago, and like... I'm going crazy over it, but Master Duel took over that. And also, you know, not having the time. Again, if I'm spending time in something, I'm not gonna have time for the other. The rest of it is other work I have to do. IRL work or content creation work that I need to get back to. Still reconsidering a lot of what I'm going to be doing because it seems like it's worth investing into clips for TikTok and or Twitter, mostly the former. TikTok is really good at getting people's eyes on your content, unlike Twitter. I think a lot of people will say that Twitter is really good for getting discovered, but I disagree a million times with that. It's so easy to have your content just go into the void on Twitter. Even when you're trying to make good SEO, that's been my experience at least. And I think anybody who says otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I haven't hit the right words or something. And I say that as somebody who runs an account with, it can be measured only by the followers, but to give you an idea, I run both an account, which is my main account, my account of myself, Kaiden Tajigen, about 182 followers. Would be great if we could make it to 200, by the way. And an account with like 2,700 something, which is the daily Kamen Rider account, curated Kamen Rider content and all that. That one is at that level because it has that sort of SEO with the fact that it's called Daily Kamen Rider and the handle at Kamen Rider Daily reflects that. And the kind of content I do there is very specific, kind of niche, if you will, and it's only themed after that. So that kind of attracts people a lot. But, well, yeah, we could go on to more than that, but no, having both a very, very popular account in that way and an account that's could do better than it's doing right now, I say that Twitter is not that good at getting discovered. YouTube kind of is, though. It's definitely a good place to upload videos and all that. Another thing I need to work on. but yeah. The Sloth Brother in Obey is Bill Figor. The necklace is missing a jewel. What necklace? You mean the outfit I'm wearing? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Huh? Huh? You lost me, Karu. The family one. What? Oh my goodness. That's awful. Talk it up with whoever gave it to you. Your mom, your grandma. I'm not sure who. Well, yeah, that's worth mentioning. Check out what happened with that. That sounds a bit freaky. I'm sorry to hear that, Karu. That sounds quite freaky. Also, I'm gonna need to take a bio break. Also for a snack in about 15 minutes on the next ad break. Just to let you all know. This stream is going so fast today. What the hell is going on? That first hour passed by so fast. What the heck? Oh, you found the jewel at least? Okay. Oh, that's so weird. It's kind of weird. It's been 1 week from your birthday too, Karu. Yeah. Yeah. So there you are. Have you been wearing it a lot? It's possible that maybe it fell off in a way. Well, I don't know how it is. You haven't? Okay. Whatever works for you. You kept it safe? Oh, yeah. That's fine too. Absolutely. Let me see a little bit more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel news. I'm just so thirsty to continue playing duels in Yu-Gi-Oh! And learn all sorts of decks, you know? The problem is... the problem with the other decks I want to do in Master Duel is that they cost the materials and the gems to make, potentially. That's the thing that sucks about them. In other games, I might be able to do that. In like the fan-made games, oh yeah, they're all free. If I get myself Legacy of the Duelist, which I'm not doing yet, because I want to wait for another sale, potentially. I wasn't able to get it on the Lunar New Year sale. I'm probably going to play that, but there's also like a currency you have to use there. But it's still not as difficult as like Master Duel. My mom gave me a tube of mini M&Ms and it's only hard not to eat them right away. Ah! Oh, patron! Oh, resist the temptation. Or what is the reason why you're resisting? I mean, it's mini M&Ms. It's not like they're gonna last long. Or how big is the tube? How many does it have? Yeah, you don't want to eat all of them in one go, maybe? With the Oreo fudges I have, I literally... The last time I did it, I was literally eating one every day. Imagine eating one Oreo every day. How difficult do you think that is? It's extremely difficult. It's as difficult as it sounds. And as both satisfying and unsatisfying as you would think it is. What do you do? Can you put the jewel back? Is there any way to put it back? At least put it in a safe place, both of them. I would eat them all at once, but I just got them. Oh yeah, save it for when you're craving it even more than ever, or when you're watching a movie, or you're chilling, or it's a good time to eat them. I think that might be better, Baytran, if that's the way you feel. Yeah. It just falls out again. Maybe see somebody who can do it. Maybe one of your family members, a relative, knows how to do it. I don't know. Whoever gave it to you? I don't remember, Karu, sorry. Ah, sorry, I don't have good advice for that. I'm just checking out. Oh my goodness, actually, somebody just said, can someone organize VTubers Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel tournament, please? Huh. I remember seeing a VTuber Master Duel tournament, and I actually asked on another Discord about other people that played, and about 4 people replied. One of them hasn't played Master Duel, but they said they played Yu-Gi-Oh! Before, so okay. And it could be good for like a round-robin 6-person tournament if we get 2 more people. If we get a lot of people, though, that's a different story. A VTuber Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel tournament has happened already, for sure, though. It would be a casual tournament, though, if I organize it. I see that the Master Duel Discord organizes a lot of tournaments with cash rewards, though. That's another story. Yeah, how are your cravings for food today? Baytran, you had a nice hamburger last time, didn't you? And so did I, actually. And I had a hamburger again yesterday, I have to tell you. with French fries and all that. It's just beautiful. It's just so well made, you know. It has like, it's a regular hamburger. It has ham and a steak in it, and well, the hamburger steak, whatever it's called. Sometimes they call it a hamburger, but for me the hamburger is the entire thing with the buns and all that. You know, lettuce, tomatoes, and then you can put ketchup on it, which I do, but they also give you like green sauce, like Mexican green sauce, salsa verde, and it actually goes so well with the hamburger, like, oh my god. And I ate it, and it's so good. What I have to resist doing, also for the sake of my wallet, is eating it every single day. Ordering every night or every other night or something. Like, wow. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. It's also good because it's the place where they sell it is nearby, near where I live. So like, I can walk literally to get it instead of having it delivered or something. So that's why it's so good. Hamburgers can be great. Yeah, so have your Valentine's Day dinner with hamburgers. Why not? Not everything has to be chocolate related, especially if you're on a diet that doesn't allow you too much of it, like yours truly. Yeah. Also because I have diabetic members in my family, and you know, sugar has never been a problem for me, but then it starts getting to the point in which, like, you see the relatives that were healthy for decades of their life, because they are like doing all sorts of healthy activities. They are sport active and all that, and then suddenly, boom, they get diabetes. Okay, maybe I should be careful too. And then, yeah, and then you also start getting a little bit fatter than like you've never seen in your life. Now I'm starting to be on a diet because of that. Sorry for the tangent there, though. I hope it's not too negative, but it's worth mentioning. It's worth mentioning. My friends, sugar can be in the most unexpected of places. That's the thing that sucks about food these days. They add so much sugar to it. I remember reading a while ago that I think it was because a long time ago, a lot of food industries around the world, mostly in the US, changed their food to remove fat and add sugar, because there's this myth that, you know, because it's called fat, it's gonna be bad and it's gonna make you fat. So they just trick the public into thinking they remove the bad stuff, but to complement that, to keep the good flavors in, they added the sugar, and after that they just continue using it ever since, no matter all the studies that came out that show how bad it is. Sugar is a drug? Yeah. My ex loves a specific brand of grape juice. It's so fucking sweet, and I assume it has a lot of sugar, right? Arizona tea, for example. I love it, but you know, I love like a good Gong Fu tea, a proper tea, if you will. But I love a good old canned Arizona tea just as much. But at the same time, I shouldn't have it often because holy cow, so much sugar. It has 40 grams of sugar per 250 milliliters. That's insanity. Salt is a chemical, really. Hey, both of those are resources in Civilization 5. Yay! Now I'm thinking in video game terms. I always think in video game terms, actually. I relate things to video games in some way or another. That's been my life forever, since I have memory, almost. Tea is better, that's for sure, yeah. And of course, regular tea can also have sugar in it if you add it, but that's another story. One would think that regular sugar, like actual healthy, well-made sugar, could be different. So there's that. Certain element compounds make salt and water. Well, I don't know my chemistry. Whatever chemistry I learned in school, I didn't pay attention to it. I was too busy failing courses and retaking exams. I'm more used to being a star cluster than a human being anyway. You use maple syrup as sweetener, yeah. Honey can be a really good sweetener too. Although I don't know how much sugar that one would have, like actual honey, you know, natural honey. But yeah. You don't pay attention, Kara? That's fine. You know, just exchanging cheat sheets with each other. Yeah. Wow. I'm so interested about that. I am so interested in that. Smash.gg would do most of the gathering brackets. Sorry, I'm talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel tournament. I would make it so that it's encouraged to have like theme decks and not necessarily meta decks, but you can do whatever you want depending on how many people there are. I see there's somebody that organizes VTuber card gamer tournaments. Card game, sorry, tournaments. I'm taking a look at these people talking about that. Somebody's saying, I mean, I'd help organize it, but every tournament I see will end up for a Triton, ℂ𝕠𝕟, or Tri-Brigade player unless they're gonna update the ban list. In that case, it will always go to ℂ𝕠𝕟. What is really good about making a small tournament with about 6 people is that you could have it be a collab where we're all together in the Discord chat. But yeah. Oh yes, the SOTOR expansion. Oh, sorry, my lady. You rang. I can say like Lurch. Ice cream, what kind of ice cream? What kind of ice cream? You never tried ice cream, no joking? Well, let me serve it to you for the first time then. In a virtual way, I guess. Of course, your ladyship. What kind of ice cream would you like? Let me get my mate though. That being said, your maid needs to be energized. Before I serve the lords and the ladies, I serve myself, right? I would so be fired on the first day. What is your favorite types of ice creams? Ice cream would be something really nice for Valentine's. There's that sort of like running joke that this singles person or somebody that had a breakup recently is just eating ice cream straight out of the tube or whatever. I mean, as long as it doesn't mess you up too much, it can be really good. But yeah, you know, we've been talking about bad sugar or whatever. Vanilla with a flake, chocolate sauce, and chocolate sprinkles. Very good, your ladyship. You're a basic bitch, vanilla. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing basic bitch about that. Nah, you're not a basic bitch, bacon. Look at all the WoW classic players. Or your stomach prefers froyo. Ooh, froyo can really be it can be good, but again, I feel myself getting fatter just thinking about it. Yeah. It's not something I've had very often in my life anyway. Yeah, these days all I think about when it comes to these things are, oh, I'm gonna get fatter. I'm gonna get so fat. Jeez. Straight up chocolate or red velvet cake ice cream. Wow, that's something else. That's something else. Oh, frozen yogurt can be good too. Yeah. If you have a healthy one, it can be good too. I have yogurt. Well, I'm not sure if it's the one you're talking about, but you know, regular yogurt that you put in the fridge, Greek, normal, neutral flavor. I don't know what you call it, but I take it with granola every day. In the morning, immediately, like I have it ready, close to my bed, so that I don't have to make breakfast immediately. And I also have an immediate breakfast because I'm still waking up when I'm waking up, and I'm not gonna make breakfast or even go out and buy anything because I'm like, ugh, like waking up. I'm not in a good state. Oh, plain. There we go. Plain is the word. Thank you. Karu, be okay. Take it easy. Hope you're all right. This is why I'm saying I'm not gonna go out unless it's necessary, like necessities. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I feel like the world is still in a pandemic because a lot of people just insisted in trying to pretend it was over. And here we have Omicron. But yeah, don't go out to cinemas. Stop going out to pro wrestling shows or to football shows without a mask. Or at least taking it off once you're inside the stadium. What the hell is wrong with these people? But yeah, sorry. Oh, okay, I thought it was COVID, but okay. Still though. Still, kind of assume you have it and be super careful about that. Yeah. I try to be as careful about that as possible. And I'm gonna say that for... It's gonna be now 2 years! Yay! We're about to hit the 2-year anniversary! Yay! Let's have a celebration next month! The Sub-a-thon to celebrate the... the pandemic. Oh, that's so cursed. That is so cursed. Yay! Another Sub-a-thon for that one. Oh my gosh, that is so cursed. You can't have a vaccine less than 12 weeks after COVID. Would have had my second dose and not for that. Oh, I see what you mean. I didn't know about that though. I didn't know about that. Okay, that's a funny meme. Hold on. Let's see it on the screen. Let me see if I can show it here. Oh, jeez. Never thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf. What about 1.6 meters apart with a friend? Aye, that would be responsible. Yeah. It's the responsible thing to do. It's the responsible thing to do. I just can't understand how people are normalized about it already. Like, every time, I keep telling you, I watch professional wrestling and it's been going on for nearly a year now. Like, already, like, around April or May last year, all the pro wrestling shows started happening again with thousands of people, and so many of them are not wearing a mask. And apparently it's normal, like, nobody is commenting on it. Like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? I'm sorry, you can fire me from the main job, but how the fuck is that okay? What befollows me the most is that nobody says anything. I haven't seen anybody say anything, like at least questioning it. Am I the only one seeing anything weird? Have I missed something? I can't believe that's safe. I don't think it's safe. I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't have talked about it, but yeah. I don't understand what the blazes is going on. So weird, but I don't know. Maybe we should switch to another topic. I feel like I might be hitting some nerves or something. I don't know. Of all the Valentine's Day things to speak about, I can't help but think that that's the reason why we're still in a pandemic. I am so interested in a potential VTuber Master Duel tournament, though. Yu-Gi-Oh! Turning in Master Duel. Might be good to do it a little bit after the Exist Festival has been organized. Hold on. Let me show this on the screen. Let me see what we can find. And I have a lot of tabs open in Chrome again, but well, we're not playing any games today at least. You bought that? Oh, you know, I forgot. I was supposed to take a bio break, everyone. Sorry about that. Jeez, I get so engaged in the conversations and stuff. You just hit a meme in your RP? In your role-playing? What do you mean? What Darth Maul figurine, though, Adam? Well, tell me about that. I just gotta take a little break right here, briefly, and your maid superstar will be back. Stay connected. Thank you for waiting, maniacs. Just had to also take a snack break there. The king and queen are fed. They're fine. So yeah. Let's get back into this screen here because I wanted to show some of the things I was talking about. Yeah. Somebody saying that 3 to 4 VTuber Master Duel tournaments have already been organized. I remember browsing the Master Duel category and seeing like a VTuber tournament going on. And there were like 4 to 6 people, I don't remember how many, doing the same co-stream. Like they were involved in that and they were all doing their own stream. Something like that. The Darth Maul figurine put a big ass dent in your wallet, but you don't care? Okay. Sideshow, collectible, Star Wars, Darth Maul, Mythos, Sideshow. Hold on. Let's have a look at that. I don't remember what this is. I don't know if you mentioned that before. Bacon? But that looks incredible. This is like, well, the later Darth Maul, of course. The horns, though. Did he ever have horns like that? When did he have horns like that, in Rebels? Or I don't remember, honestly. The absolute devil that he looks like. What a character. What an absolute character, though. He's become one of the best characters ever. I just admire the journey he went through. Like when you factor in behind the scenes. Wow, that's a lot of pictures, though. A lot of detail. Well, that was a great investment. That's gonna look good wherever it is that you have it. And that fire lightsaber, it looks pretty much like it's fire instead of just red beams as usual. Looks so nice. So the OC I'm using right now has cat paws, not hands, and has struggles performing tasks. I put it on quote, she improvises, she adapts, she overcomes the obstacles her cat slim bloodline gave her. And I assume that's the meme? Sounds kind of familiar, but I'm not sure if I'm getting it, Carrot. It's kind of like, kind of sounds similar to he protects, he attack, he protects, something like that. What was I gonna look at? The Master Duel news. I wanted to see that. Why go Master Duel? The Master Duel guide, yeah. I wanted to see the dates for the Xyz festival. This is kind of funny though. Heads up, but the Master Duel soundtrack released on Spotify is likely not an official release. The artist doesn't exist. Album art uses Microsoft Paint fonts. It appears to be someone uploading for their own financial gain. That's the Microsoft Paint font part is kind of funny though, but okay. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Oh, I don't know if I know that meme, Karu, but that's very clever though. That's very clever. Okay, let's see. So yeah, this is based on UK time, but pretty much by that time, it's gonna be by Friday. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be what we were looking for. Is there a Master Duel website? I'd rather look at it like in the website. There's a Master Duel meta website. I think it's best if we see it there because as good as some people are on Twitter, sometimes they can be trusted as a news source. Master Duel meta. This is a good website, by the way. A good reference website. But yeah, it said from February 17th to February 24th. Let me take a look at my calendar very quickly. That's like a little bit less than a week. So it's a week of the Xyz festival. So I'm not gonna be doing that much else outside of Master Duel. So if we have an organized tournament for VTubers related to Master Duel, I think it should be after the Xyz festival. Post most screenshots in Discord. Swimsuit model FF14 edition. Not looking forward to patch SoTor? Really? And you put it in the DC. Ah, okay. Bear Grylls. I'm also seeing your screenshots, Baytran. Yes, it's a bunch of them. That's the swimsuit, eh? Not bad, not bad. Looking good. You wear it well. That being said. Oh, those are nice poses though. Okay, I gotcha. The great thing about just chatting a Zatsudan stream is that I can easily just check these sorts of things. On other game streams, we may not be able to have that, right? Always takes so long. Oh, yeah. I should probably update that. I mean, on the bright side, we're not playing it this week. On the dark side, that's gonna give me even more reason to forget it until it's the day before I stream it or something. They have a tournament here apparently. Codertron 2v2 tournament. Spicy win streaks of the week. Look at these two though. Look at the faces of Honda and Jonochi. Xyz Festival announced. There it is. Yeah, I just want to see a little bit more about it. Time to receive rewards. Oh yeah, and the time to receive rewards is important. They haven't said what the rewards are. We need to see that, but that's another story. Let's talk about that SOTOR update then. Let's see. What is it that they're introducing? For those of you who are looking forward to it, what is it about the update that you're looking forward to the most? In-game events for February. Star Wars Zero for the month of February. You know, this reminds me of Twitch drops for some reason. Like when ESO has Twitch drops. I've yet to see Star Wars The Old Republic do that. I feel like they should. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel should totally be doing that as well. I actually have the rule book open right here. Yes. Embark on a brand new Republic Jet Plan of Ossus. Choose your loyalty sound game update 5.10. Okay. The rise of the Hot Cartel Shadowrun Ray-Ban around ability to pull players. That's been around for a while, I think. You kept away from any info? Really? Did you want to avoid spoilers? Is that why? They're just talking about Onslaught here. Flashpoint Corellia, Operation Xun. Not sure if I'm saying that right. On the Run. Oh yeah, I forgot about On the Run. That was so exciting. Tales of the Jedi Connections too. You want to avoid spoilers? Okay. We can stop reading about this then. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to the portal then. To the gateway into multiple dimensions. So yes. I've been very interested though in organizing a collab like that. I am looking to take part in a little adventure, and it's hard to find people. That's kind of a quote that Gandalf said. That's why I said it. No, really, I've been looking to do a collab. It's been a while since I've done one, but well, finding the right game is difficult because it needs to have other people playing it too. With the people I know, there aren't that many games we have in common. It could also be a just chatting collab. You've been using the portal lots recently, don't ask? Well, I can trust that you would be using it well, Kara, as you are a member of this multi-dimensional madhouse, so I can trust you, no need to ask. Don't worry. But yeah, that's that can be a lot of fun. So I'm thinking the Master Duel tournament can be a fun way to do it. I don't know if I can organize anything like that though, but yeah. You're using it well in your eyes? Okay. In your eyes, you say? In your eyes, kanjiru mama ni kimi no me ga. Hey, I just love that song so much. Mitsukeru sa. Again, the final ending to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, in case you're wondering. Yeah, some people are working on a VTuber tournament for Master Duel. There's interesting stuff. Let me see other potential collabs. And well, I could also just do a collab like for the first time ever meeting a VTuber, but those can be hit and miss, of course, because I don't know the person. That could be the problem. Super Idol plays, yes. I want to tell you all something though. If you want to think of me, it's not something I outright say, but if you all want to think of me as an idol type of VTuber, or an idol as the content creator I am, please do so. Because in a way I am. It's the whole reason why I go for the superstar thing, right? Idol. Oh, that's so clever. That is so clever. Hold on, Patreon. I'm gonna make a note of that. Oh, dude, that's so good. That's so good. Ah, that is so good. Idol. Huh. I have to use that in some way. Made Kaido. Multi-dimensional Kaido. Kind of sounds like doll. Like, you know, a toy, a doll. Also the shadow archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. I think it's both. It can be both, Patreon. You can say both. Super idol, other language I can spell or remember. But no, seriously, if you want to think of me in an idol sort of way, like a lot of VTubers are, in certain places, in other places too, please do so. At the end of the day, it is one of the aims I have. I mean, I portray myself as a superstar, first of all, because I am, and I also sing, and I also do this to entertain you all. I also do this to even be an influencer sort of figure. I also do this to influence your life, I hope in a positive way. Ultimately, perhaps that's what all entertainment type of content creators and live streamers do. So if you want to think of myself as an idol, please do so, because at the end of the day, yes, I am an idol. I feel like perhaps other words can describe me better than that before you use the word idol to describe me. For example, superstar. But yeah. Did you know, here's a fun fact about superstar that you may or may not know already. One of the things that influenced me, speaking of influencing, one of the things that influenced me in the first place to make that part of my brand and my life was actually professional wrestling with WWE. Now, they've driven that name to the ground and made it be kind of a bad word in professional wrestling, but outside of it, though, it can be really good. Another thing that influenced it was Super Mario, especially Mario Party, of course. We do have those influences there. You can sort of see them on the Discord server or in the star logo I have right here. It kind of just resembles a Mario star, and it was kind of the vibe I was going for back when I commissioned it. I'm thinking of when you get superstars and you become a superstar when you win a Mario Party game, right? I mean, the latest Mario Party game is literally called Mario Party Superstars, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And there's also like other superstars that you gained in like a regular Super Mario game. The stars from the Mario 64 games, that sort of thing. So I mean superstars in all sorts of ways. Johnny Cage was another influence, etc. If you become so popular, you will sell idols to the fine girls and boys. That is a fantastic idea, Patreon. I would love to reach that point to make merchandise. But not just merchandise, but to make one part of that merchandise be like a plushie or some sort of figure of myself, of yours truly. That's something that would be great to do, yeah. I am so bad though, I am so bad at that business side of things that it's very intimidating for me to start reaching into that, but I'm starting to make tiny steps, tiny baby steps to start doing that. There is that merch part that Stream Elements has, and they literally do it for you. You can have logos of your own and other things of your own put into mugs and shirts, I think. I still kind of need to look into that. And it's not that complicated, I think, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure, actually. So I would have to look into that. Kaido body pillow? No. No, not anytime soon. I actually like body pillows, let me tell you something. I actually have a body pillow of my own and I sleep with it every single night. But doesn't have anything on it, it's just red, like, it's just red in color, that's all like the cover has. It doesn't have a character on it, it doesn't have like anything, it's just like a red, what do you call like the cover that you put on pillows? That's what it is. Because it's really nice, like you can hug it and it's so comfy when you sleep. I love it. Red simp. It's just a simple red body pillow. There's no character, there's not even a pattern on it, no words, nothing. It's just a plain red body pillow. That's it. And that's it. Oh, pillowcase. The pillowcase. Yeah, it's red. That's it. It's just a plain red one. I should get a purple one maybe. But seriously, I think they're really nice to make your bedtime comfy. You want to make that as comfy as you can, you know? Hey, another thing I can do well as a maid, make your bed very comfy. I don't know about doing the bed in the morning, but doing it in the night to make your bedtime experience comfy? Oh yes. I talked about sloth earlier, how I'm guilty of that deadly sin. Well, it's because I love sleeping. I have a love-hate relationship with it, but when you can make sleep so comfy, it's the most heavenly feeling in all the dimensions and universes I've traveled to, I can tell you that. At least as a human being. This is why it's so hard to wake up and then stay awake in the morning. Because the ecstasy you get when you go back to sleep, nothing else in this dimension, in this world, that compares to it. I don't think there is. Well, the closest thing is maybe the experience you get when you drink tea. No, that's a very different thing. Oh, you're sure enough to not need a body pillow? Well, yeah, arguably I guess you could call your actual pillow a body pillow. Body pillows are of different sizes. For a lot of people, a body pillow is much larger than them, much taller than them, if you will, and that's fine. That may end up playing to it a lot better. But yeah. I hug it literally every night, or I have it like somewhere close to me every night. Here's a fun fact about me though. I've never told you this, but ever since I was a kid, I've always needed to sleep with a pillow, hugging a pillow of some sort, hugging it in a way. And to this day, I still need to. I still kind of need to. So yeah, the body pillows help me a lot. But again, it's just a plain red thing. It's not one of those lewd, like, maid outfit pillows or a nude anime girl or something like that. No. You're the same, Kara? Oh, yeah, I feel you. I mean, the people I would get pillows of probably tower over me, so does it matter? Some people like that. So yeah. Here's the thing though. If I get a body pillow that has like all the Kamen Riders in it, like pictures of all their heads, all their helmets on it, I wouldn't mind. A body pillow could fit all of them. All 38 of them. In this case, it would be 39 because Revise is 2 people. So it's kind of like 2 helmets. Oh yes, sign me up for that one. Sign me up for that one. Or what would be great actually, now that I think about it, not just for body pillows, but for like the bed cover, all the stuff, the blanket, everything. A star pattern. Can you believe I've never had like a star pattern or a cosmos or even galaxy space pattern for like my bed? I should get one of those. I do have like purple ones, but I don't have like like one about stars or portals or supernovas and such. How to confirm me? Throw me into my wardrobe, throw me a pillow and blanket and something to watch. As long as it's comfy, Karu. Doesn't sound comfy for me to be like stuck in the wardrobe. Oh, you love confined spaces, okay. I can kind of see it though. I can kind of see it. Yeah, I can kind of feel what you're saying, Karu. I can kind of relate to it. Yeah, when they're comfy though, confined spaces can be great for me. At least for me personally, so that's why I can relate. So, you know, in a way, when you're surrounding yourself with pillows, it's not just like the need to hug a pillow for me. Like, surrounding myself in other ways. Like, sometimes I even have like I have also this this square pillow, a very simple square pillow. It's a Star Wars pillow actually, and I put it on my shoulder, not on my shoulder, on the side of my body, like around where my rib area is, and when I'm lying on my side, and it adds extra fluffiness, so to speak. It's like getting myself surrounded by marshmallows and clouds. That's the feel I want it to be. So that's what I mean when I say comfy. That's how I want my bedtime experience to be, and I know I'm not alone on that, because you know when you have problems when you try to make your bedtime experience like this? When there's a lot of heat, when the temperature is too high, when the weather is hot, like Oh my god, it's the worst, because then it's not comfy anymore. Then it just makes you feel hotter and you start sweating, and then everything is sticky and wet, and it's the worst. And I hate that. That's why air conditioner is so helpful, right? It's good. That's why it's good when you have cold weather when you're sleeping, right? When you have hot weather when you're sleeping, I could remove the blankets, I could remove every other pillow, but I'm not gonna be comfortable because I don't have my fluffy marshmallows surrounding my body and hugging me like clouds, like I'm in the middle of a cloud or something. Well, marshmallows might be a better analogy. Clouds are supposed to be all water inside, but you know, I think you know what I mean. You would enjoy a closet nest? That sounds so comfy. I want to make my wardrobe a dedicated safe space, but I don't know where to put all my clothes. Oh. Yeah, I feel you, Kara. Perhaps in the future you can get another wardrobe exclusively for that. No shame in that. If you're using it for that, you can do whatever you want at the end of the day. I've never heard of anyone doing that. That's why I'm saying that. But now that the idea has been thrown out there, somebody should do that if they haven't done it already. Like, everybody should have some sort of little fort in their house that they can just go into like a kid. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Maybe I should make one of my own. Let me reply to somebody here on Twitter. Somebody said something very interesting. Somebody said something very interesting here that I think I want to reply to. Somebody's saying that I'm so bored with rank duel. Always ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕦, Tritron, Tri-Brigade, that they're saying on Twitter. And the reason why I want to reply to that is because I love for a themed VTuber tournament. The upcoming Xyz festival has me excited too. I don't mind if players that play it have fun. I'll probably end up doing a deck like that myself, but it gets stale seeing the same decks all the time. No, facing the same decks all the time. You get to take a look at how my process is when I do a tweet like this. The upcoming Xyz Festival has me excited too. Hopefully they ban ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 and such too. I don't... Also... No. 2... See, sometimes I want to be as specific as possible, but okay. I don't mind players that play it have fun. I'll probably end up doing a deck like that myself, especially because I have a lot of ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤. But it gets stale facing the same decks all the time. It is like a window seat with privacy doors. Oh! But how would it be like a window seat though? I think you mean like the confidence, but the window seat is like... It's so good because you are able to see outside, right? And maybe you even open it and have a nice gust of wind, depending on the vehicle. Obviously, you're not gonna do that at a plane. At a plane window seat. Ah, yeah, when I feel the fresh air on the plane, boom. Everybody crashes. Somebody just gets ejected or... But yeah, on like a bus or something on a car. The bottom of the wardrobe? Oh, okay. Not sure what you mean, but okay. I'm still not following, but that's alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this thread of the VTuber tournament thing open. And we can check it later. Wow, the time is just flying! It's already 2 hours into the stream. What the heck is going on? It's like a window seat in the house. Well, at the end of the day, that sounds so comfy though. Karu. Yeah. You made me want that. To be in a comfy space like that. Yeah, to be honest, I don't have a space like that in my house. Like, the way I have everything set up. If I go to my bed, like, for example, also to also have entertainment while you're there. To be, like, in a very comfy, bed-like environment. Like, one of those comfy chairs you see, like... Hold on, let me Google one of those things. Is it a bean chair? Well, maybe not entirely like this, but kind of something like one of those bean chairs, right? You're sitting on it, and on the side of it, I have a table with tea on it. Of course I do. And I'm watching something. I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Or I'm playing video games that don't require mouse and keyboard, maybe, or something like that. Look at that! Look at how she's sinking into that. Look at how you just sink into it. Maybe that would be different, but yeah, something like that. I don't have something like that. I have my chair for my PC, and my bed is not too far away from it, but at the same time not too close to be able to like properly just lay something there from my bed and be in a comfortable position on the bed or something. You know, I can probably put something together with the right pillows. Have some sort of nice fort there when I watch a show or something. Yeah, I could probably try something like that. And it would be great if I could do one like that, in which I can also wear my VR headset that I haven't tried wearing in a while, but yeah. So that I can be at the cinema in VR watching something, and then it feels super, super, super comfortable. Like it would never feel at the cinema. It's not that the cinema is uncomfortable. They make sure the seats are, but yeah. But yeah, the bean chair is the first thing that I think about, but there are like other types, I guess. I don't know what they're called though. These specific names of things I never know. But yeah, something kind of like that. What is this thing? PlayStation beanbag chair. What the heck is this? Looks nice though, but I don't know if that's what I want. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. A beanbag in your wardrobe. That's a very big wardrobe. Able to fit so many things. What's up with that? You know, I'm thinking about it. I think I should maybe try to reach out to some people. So this Friday, rounding up the numbers, this Friday the Xyz Festival begins, and the next Friday is gonna be over. So if we organize a tournament for, say, Friday of next week or Saturday of next week as a co-stream with some people, it can be good. Because I think it should be after the Xyz Festival, so that we can all concentrate on the Xyz Festival itself. At least I will want to do that. So there's that. And we can have that tournament. I'll have that tournament with my maid outfit. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it feels like some of the things I want to do, I kind of want to do them in March, so I don't do them with a maid outfit. In case we have it all clipped or it's a memorable stream, so people don't remember me as if this was my main outfit. A main outfit. It's so funny though, so funny. Could be an interesting thing to set up. Though, you know, some people are already probably setting that up. We need more stuff like this, more like a community casual event. By casual, I mean that there's no cash reward or a big reward for whoever the winner is. Besides bragging rights, it's good for a collab. It's good to have an exciting event happen between everyone. That's the thing. A potential exciting event. It feels like there's Discord servers for this and I just haven't found them. Like I am in a couple of VTuber Discord servers. But then I take a look at the channels that are supposed to be for collabs in those servers and all that, and you don't find as much as you thought you would find. So I'm not sure. Again, there were some people that replied to me last time. I might reach out to them and see what they have to say, if they're able to take DMs right there. I know some people have closed DMs, sort of, depending, which is understandable, of course. Be careful when you get DMs on Discord with some links, after all. Especially if they're like, you just won a giveaway for a PlayStation 5 with GeForce 3070 or something like that. Don't click that link. It's so fake, so fake. Absolutely fake. And it's a great way to have fun and network, to say that word, I guess. To have fun with a common goal. Now here's the thing, I'm trying to think, what other kind of event could be done like that with other games? Especially the MMO video games. What could even be done with the MMORPG video games? Here's the thing. At this point, with the MMO games, I'm open to anything. As long as my characters can do that. For example, in ESO, the character that I'm able to do the most with is gonna be Walks Through Heaven, my Argonian sorcerer who already has champion points. Because, you know, he's already like at the top level. He's not gonna be good for PvP probably, but we can try something, right? Yeah, I feel like a stream like that can be a good co-op stream. Of course, a stream like that, this is why I want to gain more experience in collabs, because one big problem, I think, Maniacs, that I think would happen if we do collabs is that I'm not gonna be able to interact with you all as much. I've done collabs before, and there's been times in which I had to mute myself, or rather I had to mute everybody else, or mute myself so the others wouldn't hear me talking to you, because it kind of disrupts things. That's the part that I don't have enough experience with. Like, what kind of flow do you have between all of you, right? Other VTubers, other live streamers that do collabs, yeah, mostly the collabs I've seen have been with much more bigger streamers, and they don't necessarily have to interact with their chat as much. Like, they can get away with having a stream with 0 chat interaction, or yeah, in which the chat is more like interacting with themselves, or rather being the cheerleaders in the back, so to speak. And I mean that in a good way. I mean that in a very good way. What a beautiful thing to have, seriously. The cheering crowd in the back. Oh, yes. That's how I meant it. Not the cheerleaders, the cheering crowd in the back. And the stadium, boom, is the VTubers, right? What a wonderful experience. Because they're so huge, right? They're doing it like that, and there's like 8 of them, 4 of them, 2, 3 of them. And they're just talking amongst themselves, saying their own things, and having fun too, of course. And during that, yeah, like, it's just, ooh, I just remembered something. I think there's some other news I want to talk about for this week. Let me search that so I can have it open before I forget. We'll talk about that in a moment. I don't know if you all are interested in this game, but I am certainly interested in the game. And it's coming out today! But anyway, that can be fun, and that's the thing, that's how they do it. They just don't interact with the audience at all. But I can't do that. Because first of all, I'm smaller. Second of all, I love talking to all of you. So yeah, there's that. It's kind of similar to when I play more concentrated games like Paladins, like Apex Legends, in which there are many times in which I really need to concentrate on the game, and it's only until the match is over or I die and need to wait for a respawn or something that I can look at the chat and something like that. Master Duel is the same, actually, in Rank Duel, in PvP, I mean. Because usually I don't do PvP experiences also, right? Even in online games. It's mostly PvE I do, so I can kind of not pay attention to the action all the time. And there's that. What else was I gonna say, though? Well, yeah, I just want to gain more experience in collabs like that. It's something that I want to do more. And I want to find what other groups there are out there that I have something in common with, to find more people to have more of a cohesive network, of a cohesive star squad. Picture all of us as superstars in the sky making a constellation together. If I were to make a VTuber group, I guess we could call ourselves like something related to constellations, because we're superstars linked to each other. Superstar Squad is a good name though, but I think that would be a lot better. Hey, shout out also to the Constellars, the Constellar archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's an archetype that I want to do. Actually, before we talk about the game that I'm excited to talk about, that apparently is coming out today, happy Valentine's Day, this is the one I want to talk about, the King of Fighters 15. Wow! What was I gonna say? Constellar. I wanted to take a look at them again because I think they are Xyz monsters. Yeah, they seem to be based on Xyz monsters. So they can be really good for the Xyz festival that's coming up. I think I might focus on them. Yeah. The playing style mostly focuses on Xyz summons. Non-Xyz constellate monsters so far that have effects that trigger on summon, and focus on both swarming and toolboxing. So for the upcoming festival, I think I really want to build an Xyz deck. I gotta tell you all, I think I am in this for the long haul. This Yu-Gi-Oh obsession that came back to me, I think I'm in this for the long haul. I think I want to make it a large part of my life. Well, I say kind of the same thing about Animal Crossing, but at least Yu-Gi-Oh has like more constant content, more refresh, more new things that I can do every time. It's not big, but my bedside table keeps one door shut so I can put it behind there? What do you mean? Behind the wardrobe? Or behind the beanbag? Or what do you mean? But yeah, sacred they're called. So they don't keep the space analogy as much. But yeah, I mean, they have it there. There's that sort of space analogy. Oh, and also the character that uses them apparently in the anime, in Arc B, Shijima Hokuto Deeper Orion. Just look at him. Just look at him. His vibe. Look at this man's vibe. He has my vibe so much. He looks kind of evil. He probably is, but look at him. Look at him. Just look at the, not just the color, but the little like star decoration thingy he has, headband, whatever it is. He has my vibes. Yeah. Yeah. Shijima Hokuto. That's a great name. Dipper Orion is a great name too, but I gotta keep sticking to the Japanese names. Oh my god, I wanna watch Arc V just to see this man. And I want to see what he duels like with those beautiful Constellar. That sounds so much fun. Oh, the beanbag behind the door, behind the table. Oh, that sounds like such a big wardrobe though, Karu. Man, I really need to claim my wardrobe. And also probably do a spring cleaning of some stuff that I could donate to people that need it, for that matter. But yeah, the King of Fighters 15! I love the King of Fighters series. I don't know if I've ever said so before. I've never played it on stream. And, well, I don't know if I'm ever gonna play a fighting game on stream. If I could, like, really pull it off. I'd love to play with my arcade stick. But it would require setting things up a little bit differently. Because usually I prefer to have my arcade stick on like an actual table rather than on my knees. And if I do have it on my knees, even that is gonna have a different setup because yeah. Okay, so it's coming out early, either today or tomorrow, the 15th, for the people that pre-ordered it. But the actual release is this Thursday. So the fighters, the characters, I just love the King of Fighters series so much, and this one is crazy because there are so many returning characters that were also dead that are somehow returning. But I think it's part of the plot line that I've been having in that, in whatever is going on. It's fascinating. Ash Crimson is back, and he's part of a team with Elizabeth Blanktorg again. Last we saw Ash Crimson, well, I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but the last we saw Ash Crimson, it was pretty much impossible for him to come back and for characters to acknowledge his existence even. But here we are. This looks so interesting. Team Hero, Benimaru part of it. I love it. I love the way Benimaru just jumps to some other teams like that, away from Kyo, and gets to be part of other hero teams in that way. It's so clever in my opinion. Team Hero, Shunei, Meitenkun, Benimaru, Team Ash. Ash Crimson, Elizabeth Blanktorg, and Kokiri. What is he doing with them? Team Sacred Treasures is the first time they are actually like an official team. Kusanagi Kyo, Yagami Yori, Kagura Chizuru. Yori has such a fantastic costume. Look at that costume! He looks like a vampire lord or something. Oh my gosh. It's so good, it's so good. And yeah, at this point he should have different costumes for every game, maybe. Bellamy's live interview. Oh, they have one of those for every fighter now? Okay, what do you do on your days off? Who cares? Why did you join this tournament? That's none of your damn business. Have any fighters picked your interest? Shut it. What would you do with the prize money? Get lost? So you're teaming up with Kyo Kusanagi this time. Got a death wish? Anything to say to your fans? Nope. Oh, what about Ash Crimson? I'm interested in the interview. Wow. How the hell are these characters back though? Some of them were like so dead. Okay, then Team K-Dash, K, Maxima, and Whip. Yeah, kind of like a Devil May Cry character too. There's that. Team Rival, which is, wow, a couple of new characters. Ayla, I think that's how you pronounce that. Dolores, and Hydern. Hydern, for heaven's sake. What is he up to? He's also in his own team separate from the Ikari Warriors, which he commands down here. Then classic Team Fatal Fury, Terry Bogard, Andy Bogard, Joe Higashi. Team Art of Fighting, Ryo Sakazaki, Robert Garcia, and King. Team Orochi, Yashiro Nanakase, Shermie, and Chris. I think it's safe to say that they're also gonna have their alternate dark versions with the actual Orochi powers. Chris right here, I love this guy. I love this kid. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, there's something very suspicious going on if they are back, right? Like, space and time is getting all warped. That's what they implied in King of Fighters 14. Then Team Superheroine is extremely interesting. Mai and Yuri, okay. If you see them together, you think women's fighter team, but then Athena is with them and is superheroine. Having her called a superheroine, okay, yeah, she's an idol. Speaking of idols, right? Asamiya Athena. What do you do on your days off? I'm a big fan of online shopping, so I'm always on the lookout for new things, even if I don't buy them. Why did you join this tournament? I want to win it with Mai and Yuri. Have any fighters piqued your interest? These tough fighters don't scare me one bit. I'll take them on with all I got. Are you ready for the tournament? I feel so great. I could burst into song and dance right now. I love her. How are you handling this with your singing modeling work? Awesomely. I'm having a blast with both. Your favorite hardworking idol. Everybody loves her, right? Anything to say to your fans? Athena Asamiya will do her very best. I'm pretty sure in Japanese she said, Asamiya Athena, gambarimasu. Then Team Ikari Warriors, Classic, Leona, Ralph, and Clark. Team GAW, I'm not sure what that means. I think it means pro wrestlers. There's the King of Dinosaurs again, which is the heel, which kind of means like an evil character in professional wrestling terms. Persona, alter ego of the... Also, this music kind of sounds like King of Fighters music, funny enough. Anyway, of another character they had before, which was the Griffon, T-Sock, Ramon, and Antonov, which was introduced as a boss in the last game. And he always gave me pro wrestler vibes, which I think was the intention. This time they're leaning even more into it. Look at that belt he's wearing. Keep your eyes peeled, folks. This is fighting on a galactic scale. And this time his hair grew. I'm sorry about that system sound. Windows just keeps ignoring me. I keep telling it to mute the system sounds, but it just forgets. This is kind of interesting though, because Bellamy was like sucking up to Antonov on the last tournament. What do you do on your days off? I watch animal shows to soothe my soul. A stunning idea, right? Why did you join this tournament? So that Galaxy Anton Wrestling could win it, so that's what it means. I love it. I love it. How to sneak your phone in school? What do you mean? Have any fighters piqued your interest? With me here, everyone else just fades into the background. I love this guy. Is it true that you've been the subject of 75 separate lawsuits? Wahaha! Don't worry, they'll all be resolved in the next 5 years or so. What is your relation to the organizer of this tournament? Next question. Anything to say to your fans? Here's a name for the history books. Champion Antonov. That's amazing. Make the ringtone the PC sound? Oh, that's clever. But it depends on what you're doing. Depends on what class you're having, right? If you're having online school, oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, just put it in vibrate, right? Still though, I get the joke. Team Cronin, this is a brand new character. And he has Kula, Diamond, and Angel with him, so he seems to be related to the Nests. The NESTS cartel. Yeah, it seems he has some connection to the secret syndicate known as Nests, however the details are unknown. I love his style though. His vibe is so nice. I love shade-looking characters like that, you know, with shades. And Team Secret Agent, Blue Mary, Vanessa, and Luong, who is here revealed to be a secret agent, because before that, we didn't know. We just didn't know she was a secret agent. And there she is. Sort of Onesan seductive character. I'm going to take good care of you. It's so funny. It's so funny though. And KOF 15 teams story and all teams introduction. Is this a video though? Okay. Oh, EX story ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒, EX story ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕒. Okay. Are they an actual team then? Yeah, they are an actual team. There's no single entry in this. Wow, there's a lot of story here. I want to see all this story though. Sacred treasures, that's a lot. This is really good. I'm gonna have to read this after the stream. Team ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤. Oh, are you kidding me? What the hell? Okay, I'm sorry if nobody's following me, but I'm just freaking out at the lore right here. So apparently they are aware that they are ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤. They're just pretending not to be ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟 this time. The last time they were here, so they are like normal people that sort of signed up for the tournament. You know, musicians that kind of signed up for the tournament. But it was actually the guiding hand of their evil god ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 doing it for them. And then in the middle of the tournament, they realized who they actually were. They were sleeping agents of the god ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤, something kind of like that. There's probably a better way to describe it, but yeah. Oh, and all the teams have like their logo, I think. Oh, that's really cool. CYS, Chris Yashiro Shermy. Yeah, so then you see like their true self, their ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 self. And here, they are aware that they are ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤, but they're behaving like their normal person self. So they have that in them too. That's something else. What are they doing? What are they going to do? Like they're sort of behaving like they're more... Wow, this is interesting. This is fascinating what they're saying here. There's also Team Secret Agent right here. These secret agents, whatever it is that they're doing. Vanessa, ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒, Blue Mary. Now, we knew Vanessa and Blue Mary were secret agents themselves, but ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 is a revelation. Super Heroine, how is it that they came together like that? And then Cronin, it's great that they release the stories like this. This is great. It's something they also used to do back in the day, but we didn't have websites like in this way back then, so there wasn't much to see. I am so interested to see this story though. I love this team already. Let me see the logos. ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒, ℂ𝕠𝕟, Team Ash, okay. Yeah, I need to see the story behind this one too. K-Dash, nice logo, I guess. Cronin, which might be a Nest sort of logo. The Galaxy Anton Wrestling. The whole Galaxy thing, what's up with that? Super Heroine, which is probably like Athena's idol logo of some sort. Secret Agent, a heart with an arrow on it. Kind of like Cupid, Happy Valentine's Day. Ikari, the Ikari Warriors rival, okay. Art of Fighting Kyokugenryu. Team ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 CYS. Team Fatal Fury, the Wolves. Team Sacred Treasures. Oh yeah, the 3 symbols for each of them. And Team Hero, as they are called. I'm very interested to see this. They're already probably aware that that ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 is back. Or in some way. I think a lot of fans are aware that ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤, not aware, sorry, love ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤. Like it's the favorite, it's their favorite arc, if you can call it that, in the King of Fighters series. And that's why, for a long time, we've been wanting to see it return in some way or another. They kind of figured into the previous saga, which was the Ash saga. And now they're just like, it's fully back. They're really leaning into it, at least. The previous story even had characters from other dimensions, like Nakoruru and some other games that are not in the same universe as King of Fighters. Like, not at all. There's no way you can have them because it's even characters from other, like, time eras. Like, Nakoruru is, like, in the Edo period, maybe, of Japan. But they did it because there was this boss, the final boss of the game, Verse. And, it was an entity that was warping time and space. That's why some characters are reviving somehow. It's all like that. And this is the excuse they're able to have for characters reviving. What they've done before is do dream match games in which there's no plot to the game, And so they can get away with having dead characters come back. Because they actually kill off characters for good. No other game has done that, not even Mortal Kombat, which is about killing people in gruesome ways, right? I mean, it's one of the things that it's about. But yeah, I just wanted to go on that tangent. King of Fighters 15 is exciting and it's something that's releasing this week. Lost Ark, another game that's releasing. I don't know if any of you maniacs are interested in it, but definitely lots of news like that to talk about. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'm seeing this person that organized the VTuber tournament, but it's already happened. It's already happened. Anyway, wow, I definitely want to participate in one of those tournaments. But yeah, that's so much fun, so much fun. I definitely want to have some tournament and some collab like that. I wonder if they did it in that way. But if you can be known as a VTuber, as a live streamer, for being a person that organizes that sort of thing, it's great. The thing about VTubing is that you find a factor that everybody has in common. If you were to look just at live streamers in general, it's too generalized. But VTuber is something that's still very general, but at the same time is so niche that you can use it as a perfect common factor, because you have it very niche down because you're choosing one specific game for one specific type of content creator, for one specific type of live streamer. That's the thing. Oh, really, Patreon? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Looks okay, but it's also normal Korean pay-to-win stuff. That's a shame about the pay-to-win, but it's just launching. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully they improve that part. Otherwise, I don't think they're gonna have a good time. I don't know. Well, maybe in Korea they will. I don't know how gaming is in Korea regarding that. Like, I know a lot of gacha and mobile games are still very successful that way in Korea. Wasn't Black Desert one of those games? Ragnarok Online? Well, that's a lot older, but yeah. It's already a game in Korea, so this is a Western release. Okay. I don't know. I don't know anything about Lost Ark, but okay. I heard that they had gender lock classes though. That's such a stupid concept. That's such a stupid concept. I can sort, well, or maybe not if you sort of see it as like the racial locking, but I ultimately I don't like it myself. That's just my preference though. Somebody could make a good argument that that is kind of the same as racial locking it. Have there ever been a race? I feel like there's been races in MMOs that have differences between their genders, but I can't remember. Was it in one of the EverQuest races? I don't remember. Like, you know, not just cosmetic differences, like gameplay differences. That's what I mean. I remember the frog logs had differences in how they looked. How they looked between male and females. In Terra. Okay. And all classes and races and genders are distinct. In what way? In that they can only do certain things, or they all look very different? Or different gameplay? Yeah, any Lost Arkers? Good question, Infernalist. Glad you could make it to the stream. I don't know. So are you playing Lost Ark, Infernalist? Are you liking it? I think Infernalist is getting to that, so we can talk more about that after the break. Bum, 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 bum. Well, I'll tell you this though. This is giving me great ideas for potential collab situations in the world of VTubing, in the VTubing dimensions. So yeah. Oh, you're not getting an ad. Well, I'm still gonna wait. You're playing a paladin, okay. You might get it later, or you might be having it now and you're not hearing me. I don't know. Ooh, just taking a look at a VTuber here on Twitter that's doing some things. Haha. So he just organized, or they just organized a second VTuber tournament. This might have been the tournament I saw for all I know. I'm not sure. This is so cool though. They all had themed decks. 8 participants, and the first place had a Sky Strikers deck, the second place 6 Samurai, the third place Yosenju Kaiju. Yeah, those are some top decks, especially Sky Strikers, I think. But it was all for fun. It was all for fun at the end. You get immunity after just sitting through one? Okay. Well, it should be over for everyone by now, though. A paladin in Lost Ark, though. I hope you're having fun, though. I hope you're having fun. At the end of the day, I mean, but even with everything bad that the game may or may not have, I would be playing it, right? Because I want to play every MMO. But that's another story. Let me see. Wow, also the top 8 of the first BTCG tournament. Adamancy Patriots first place. On-chain, I'm not saying the names of the VTubers, I'm saying the names of the archetype, of the deck they were using. DIDS on 3rd place, 4th place Buster, 5th place Sky Strikers, 5th place Eldritch, 5th place Bish Balkin, first turn kill, and also 5th place Melfi. What kind of tournament was it? Double elimination? Depending on how many people you have, you can get away with having a round robin tournament, I feel. That's why I was thinking 4-6 people collab. 4 people is still too small. 6 people though, or even 5 people in round robin. That could be fun. That's enough for one stream or so. That is so wonderful though. This person organizing it. Whoa! One of them had a prize. Excuse me? Excuse me? One of them did have a prize. I gotta tell you though, it's because this is also because I'm in it for the long term for Yu-Gi-Oh. I feel like I want to make it more part of my content in some way. Well, at least for the live streams. I don't think I'm gonna do any videos about Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, I don't think I have anywhere close to a budget to pull off what the other content creators are pulling off regarding it. I might dip into Lost Ark because it's free, but I don't know if it's something most people will play long term. Yeah, for sure, it's too early to say right now, when it's just launched outside of Korea, or on the West, or whatever, wherever. But yeah, that's a different story for sure. Hey, if anything, it's the same with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. But I'm gonna stick to Yu-Gi-Oh! One way or another for my life here. Like, I'm gonna keep playing it in some way or another, on or off stream or both. Even if Master Duel flops. I mean, it's only about to become 1 month old. I think it was like January what? Let me see. Let me search when it got released. Like, oof, the game is still just getting started. Feels like so much has happened, but that's because I've been playing the game religiously every day. January 18. So, like, it's not even a month old, technically. It's just becoming, like, 4 weeks old or so. And at the end of that first month, they're launching their first event. That's gonna be good. People already know what the next events are gonna be, basically. There's gonna be... This one is aimed around Xyz monsters. There's gonna be one about Synchro, one about Fusion, and one that is called Classic. This is the one we don't know about. We don't know what that implies. I'm assuming it's decks that have no Synchros, no Fusions maybe, no Xyz, no Links, no cards like that in the extra deck. And or potentially it's decks that have cards only released before 2008 or so, before Synchro got introduced, up until a certain year, or even earlier than that, cards before 2004 or something, I don't know. I've said for a long time I've been wanting to see a game mode like that introduced in an official game, so if they end up doing something like that, that would be nice. That would be really freaking cool. That would be so nice. So yeah, I'm excited. But it seems like they will be doing them every month or so. So that's a very long time. Hopefully people don't lose interest on it too much. The iron is hot. It's already cooled down a little bit, and they need to strike more than they have struck. Many people have said that, and I agree with them. But at the same time, it's also, as I just said, in its infancy. This is the fascinating thing about games that just launch like that. Hey, here's a fun thing to compare it to, maybe. Last year, Chivalry 2 was a game I was going nuts about. When I returned to streaming, and boom, went into the world of VTubing, major thing that happened last year. And by the way, it might be good to also have a Sub-a-thon for that this June. It was a game that I was just getting obsessed with, Chivalry 2, do you remember? I would love to play that game on stream again, by the way. I might have to go PNG for that, because it's a little bit too much for my computer with the model, with my 3D model right here. But other than that, yeah, Chivalry 2 was a lot of fun for me. I want to get back on it, even if it's not on the stream, like off the stream, have some fun playing some games, but I don't have time, right? Right now, its biggest issue is tens of thousands of people can play, apparently? Hella server issues, because there's... What kind of server issues, though? Because a lot of people want to play? That's a good thing, then, at least. Final Fantasy XIV has that. Kind of. It just means the game is very popular. Or is it because of something else? That's the question, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, a lot of MMOs at launch are gonna be like that. Yeah, WoW Classic I think was kind of like that. I don't know if they had server queues or something. But I remember there were loads and loads of characters. It was hilarious when you started your character and you just saw the cutscene and there's like hundreds of other copies of your character surrounding you and it's the other players. Like, you know, it's racial zones. So it looks like copies of your character. They're not. You can see a little bit of a difference because of gender and customization and class, but they kind of look like copies of your character in first glance. Like a bunch of night elves all surrounding the starting area in Teldrassil. A bunch of Tauren in Mulgore or something like that. It was insane on launch day. I don't remember many queues though. But well, they probably did predict that they would have a ton of players for that one. And with good reason. It's a big issue and no game ever learns. How could they not? Well, if anything, it's more about, you know, trying not to overestimate what they have. Like, it's kind of, I don't know if it's superstition, like jinxing it. Like, if we think that we're not going to have too many people, we're going to have a lot of people. If we think we're going to have too many people, we are going to have very few people and we're going to make fools out of ourselves, right? If I think I'm gonna have one sub in the Sub-a-thon, I'm gonna end up having over 50. Something like that, right? Just kidding. But I mean, it kind of goes like that. I don't know if they do it on that basis or probably something to do with budget, logistics, planning. And yeah, it's best to assume there aren't gonna be that many. Because then if you invest logistics and the budget and the people on it, the budget to pay the people to maintain a lot of servers to make sure you have a lot of players, and then you don't have that many players, you just wasted your money and potentially time. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing that's what it is. I don't know how it works. You can tell me what it is if you know. Or perhaps it's superstition, right? Or perhaps it works in both ways. Why not? Yes. So that's something to always think about. Fall Guys, didn't Fall Guys have that too? I think I remember that. Fall Guys back when it launched. Master Duel doesn't have that, but it's a different game. It's great with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Like, you always find an opponent between the 2 seconds of searching. Nearly always. The longest I've waited is 3 seconds. There was one time in which it wasn't able to find an opponent and it went the whole 30 seconds of searching, but I think that was just a bug or something. Doesn't count. Like, it just makes it to, like, you know, when you're looking for an opponent, it has a countdown of 30, and so by 28, 2 seconds in, it's already found someone and it's still active. One has to think with the Xyz Festival coming up, it's still gonna be very active. And I hope the game is active for a long time. For a long time. I mean, Duel Links is still active right now. It probably got more activity now after Master Duel, but even before Master Duel, it was like a 4+ year game, and there it was, still being active. You know, it's not a Fortnite, it's not an Apex, it's not a PUBG, it's not a WoW. So there's no big guarantee that it's gonna have a lot of players. Bon, great to see you! Glad you could make it. How have you been? I know you have been working on a lot of things, you maniac. You absolute workaholic. No, how have you been? How is your Monday going? Happy Valentine's. I am not ending. No, I am not anywhere close to ending. No, we are in the time vortex. We are in the portal here because it's a Just Chatting stream, so we've been here mostly. No, do not think I'm in this screen only when I start and when I end. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that about your Wi-Fi. I know the feeling so well. Yeah. We're talking about all sorts of things. I'm just trying to hold myself from just talking about Yu-Gi-Oh for the entire stream. I'm so excited about the upcoming festival, the event that they're gonna have. You know, you just made me remember that I've been considering getting back to Paladins. One thing I said is that if Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel doesn't work out for the stream is that I want to get to another game that has seasons on it. So Apex and Paladins are two choices. I had fun in Paladins, and I think I might be able to get better with practice. So, might be a good idea to continue playing that one, but there's no room for it right now. I wonder, though. I wonder. Yeah, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not just because I love it, but it's because I want to have one game on stream that is seasonal, that has like seasons and ranks you advance through. I think it's just always fun to have a game like that on a live stream. It works well on Twitch, of course. A lot of viewers love to see that sort of thing. And I love to play that sort of thing too. And I love to stream that sort of thing too. You know, everybody wins. Everybody wins. Ah! There we are, Bonbon! The ℠𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒. Hold on, where's the alert? The raid alert! The proper raid alert right there. Ah!
We'll die for our king, we'll die for our king, and our souls will be stained by their blood. We'll die for our king, we'll die for our king, and our swords will be stained by their blood.
Ah, you sneaky, sneaky little berry. That's why you were asking me. I forget. You go to the stream first before you raid them. You do it while you are live, you absolute maniac. Well, well, well. Hold on. Where's my reverb? We have an invasion from another dimension, from the fruity berry dimension. From Bonbon Berry 15, part of the invaders are the ℠𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒, Sakaeru Amai, I hope I said that right, Holy Milk, and many, many more. Yeah, free reverb. All of you, invaders from another dimension, welcome. I am your superstar host, the multi-dimensional Tajigin Kaiden, a sentient star cluster brought to human, and today, and for the rest of February, made form for the world of VTubing. I used to be a star cluster, and here's the thing about stars that you see in the sky and space. We are intelligent, we are sentient, whether you know it or not. But I am in human form right here. I have seen the beauty and the madness on the cosmos in my eyes. And yeah, because of the Sub-a-thon that I had last Friday, I'm also wearing a maid outfit for the rest of February. Oh, did I? Nice. Sakaeru Amai. Yeah, it looks to me like a Japanese name. So if I said that right, yay, yay. I'm glad I did. I hope I did. So yeah, thank you so much, Barry, for the raid. We are having a Zatsudan stream for Valentine's Day, so if you celebrate it, in whatever way you celebrate it, whether it's eating chocolate, having something with a significant other, going on a date, having some me time, or talking about the things you love, like we have been doing on this stream, like for example my obsession with Yu-Gi-Oh! And other games, I hope it's a wonderful, wonderful hard day for you. What? Nobody ever says your name right? Well, it takes maybe a little knowledge of Japanese, or just looking at the name a little bit closer. Yeah. Oh, those emotes, Barry. Yeah, you have a head spin emote too. I love it. It's such a great emote for streamers to do, isn't it? Like, it's such an easy thing to do, but so effective. I love it. Yeah, we have that in the channel too, but you have to subscribe for that. Of course, you have to be a subscriber too. Herky just used one, but I also have one for my head. Eee, heads are rolling. Apparently, we're getting beheaded live on stream, but not in a bad way. Who would have thought? Oh, yeah. They've been around for a while, and it's great because if you're not able to make one of your own, there it is. There you have it, Bonbon. If you don't have one of your own, they give you some animations that you can use. This is one of them. I have 3 more slots for animated emotes that I need to think about. Do you have any ideas, Bonbon? I know you're good at this sort of thing. At least I think you are. With your art and all that. Any ideas for emotes? Even regular emotes. What else do you have for animated emotes? Can you show me, or does anybody have them? If there's anything else, you're making your own emotes. Yeah. Yeah, I had some like regular emotes, but I'm struggling to think. I said that I wanted some for like raids, but I'm not entirely sure about that. 20 total slots. Have you used all of them? But how many do you have for animated and regular? Because they're separate. And then there's follower, which I think are 5, if you have them. Not everybody has them. I count myself fortunate to have them. I mean, it's not fortune, it's also like I earned them, but still. All the new updated have been uploaded right now? Okay. Are there any game releases that you maniacs are excited about? All you berry maniacs are excited about? We've been talking about exciting game releases and other like trailers of stuff. The Rings of Power, Multiverse of Madness. Oh, by the way, Multiverse of Madness. Just a shout out to that name. Those of you who know me know that I'm all about that sort of thing, so yeah. Yeah, if you can call anything a Multiverse of Madness is what I reside in. Yes. I haven't got followers, but because I don't get all the requirements yet, I have 10 standard, 3 air, 1, 3 sub. Oh, 5-bit sub and 5 animated. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah, I only have 3-bit subs if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. I don't have the exact count, but yeah, whatever. Okay. Oh yeah, let me give you a shout out, Bonbon. So I can also see what dimension you were in today. You were in the Just Chatting dimension. Okay. Was that all you were doing today, or did you do something else? Any art, any games? Anything else? Anything special maybe for Valentine's? Oh, okay, yeah, you're finishing them first before uploading them all at once. Being chaotic with Amai. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Chaotic. Pure chaos, huh? Why do so many people like having chaos? What is wrong with people? No, of course. I'm being ironic. I'm being sarcastic. Because I do a lot of that too. Valentine collab for VTuber prom? What is that? Is that something you organized? Oh, nani sore? Nanda sore? Eh? Wow, that sounds interesting. Oh yeah, and there's also the emotes that Twitch gives you, like that one. I did notice you have those. And of course, if I were to use them, there would be the purple ones too. Yeah, of course. What would you expect from me? What would you expect? What else? How could it not be? How could it not be? Oh, just an invitation to everyone to just collab. Okay. If there's anything I want to learn in the academy, by the way, is how to collab more with people. We were talking about that earlier too. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, there's quite a couple of people organizing VTuber tournaments on that. And it got me thinking of like having some more common factors that get people to collab together. I feel like the most likely thing to make people collab with each other, and also to ensure you're collabing with the right people, are having something you all like in common. Well, first of all, VTubing is one thing, because if you go, nothing wrong with other live streamers too, but it makes it more difficult to collab with them, because then, like having them on the screen too is kind of more difficult, and then it's also more generalized, so it feels a little bit more difficult to find the right people maybe. Under the umbrella term as prom. You could collab with me right now? Not right now though, not right now. Here's the thing, Barry, Bonbon. I don't have much experience in collabing. I feel like that's one of my biggest weaknesses as a streamer. I talk so much to all of you, to my viewers, and I feel like it's so difficult to balance talking to the people I'm collabing with. The more difficult it is. And also the viewers, right? It's not a situation in which I can just disconnect from the viewers, let them be like the audience cheering in the background, as great as that is, and then just keep talking amongst ourselves, right? Just DM me when you want, I can send you a bunch of links to use for collabs. Okay. I would also have to see what the stream could be about. I mean... there's also Gartic. I just thought about that. Gartic might be a good idea. Huh. Yeah, that might be a good idea. A bunch of links to use for collabs. If you don't mind, Bonbon, can you send me the links? I don't know what you mean by links. yeah, any links that would be useful to learn about that, send them to me. Send them to me right now, as soon as you can. Yeah, that would be great. I feel like one of the first ones I might do is the VTuber Master Duel tournament. I'm going to contact this person maybe, or I'll try to do one of my own maybe. The Exceed Festival will start this Friday, so the Friday after that is going to end, more or less. So it could be, let me see the calendar. Friday the 25th or Saturday the 26th that I do a collab with other VTuber Master Duel streamers or something like that with a little tournament. I don't want to do one in the middle of the Exceed Festival though, because that's going to be a tournament of its own, or at least an event of its own, and I don't want to focus away from that, whether on or off the stream. So yeah, one thing we could be looking at, Maniacs, is a week with more than 3 streams. Depends on how it goes. So yeah, think about that. Think about that. You sent the link? Okay, I'll check it after the stream. But I just want to have it there. Thank you, Bonbon. Wow. But there are so many potential opportunities. What I feel like there's a lot of potential to tap into right there when you look at other games though. For something like a Master Duel, or games like Paladins maybe, Apex Legends, it's easy, it writes itself, right? Like you can have a tournament in PvP, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or other card games. Games like Apex, Fall Guys, you can have a squad together, right? But then in an MMORPG, what do you do? Yes, you can have a squad, but what are you doing exactly? Just dungeons? I mean, feels like you need to have a bit more creativity with that, and I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to come up with original things that can get eyes on the people involved in them. I would be one of them, of course, and that's a good thing to get more eyes on you to be able to grow more. But at the same time, you're having fun. It's something that you're having fun with. Like everybody wins. Everybody wins if it works out well enough. But yeah, you're right, Bonbon. You don't need to play anything per se for collabs. Of course, just chatting collab is something that can be done. Just being chaotic. Talking about all sorts of things too, yeah. I feel like having a specific goal in mind for the stream is better though. Like not just... If you're not playing a game, that's the thing, like you can be revolving around. At least the common factor that you have during the stream. But have a topic to talk about. Maybe with a spreadsheet ready or something. Talk about, I don't know, something. Talk about like Dungeons and Dragons classes and the alignments. You made me think about that when you said chaotic. Chaotic neutral, chaotic evil, chaotic good, something like that. What kind of chaotic are you, Maniacs? Hey, here's a question for all of you. Here's nice food for thought. What are your alignments? What are your alignments for all of you? If you were to have one of the 9 D&D alignments, tell me in the chat and I will tell you what mine are. If you have any, of course. So the alignments are, whether if you remember or not, lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good, lawful evil, chaotic evil, neutral evil, lawful neutral, chaotic neutral, and true neutral. So where do you fall? You can also make it like an X and Y. Let me search it and show it. And you can appreciate my maid costume a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, here's a nice one for a bunch of characters to give you an idea. Whoa, this image is... hold on, we need a bigger version of this. Good neutral, I guess? Okay. We need the full size here. Hold on. Lawful good. I'm here to fight for truth and justice and the American way. Neutral good. If I ever kill you, you'll be awake, you'll be facing me, and you'll be armed. Chaotic good. Governments should be afraid of their people. Chaotic evil or lawful evil. Oh, that's for you, Bonbon, and Karu, you are good neutral. Okay. You both have the same color in your name, so I kinda got you confused, sorry. Lawful neutral. The Prime Directive prohibits me from helping you. I get the feeling Picard wouldn't be lawful neutral after what we saw in the new series for Star Trek. True neutral. Side. I'm on nobody's side because nobody is on my side. The end. Chaotic neutral. Dishonest man. Sorry, I'm covering part of it, but let me read that. Captain Jack Sparrow. And dishonest man you can always trust to be dishonest. Honestly, it's the honest ones you want to watch out for, because you can never predict when they're going to do something incredibly stupid. Then lawful evil. With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy. Oh, purple or green? No, that's fine, Bonbon. You didn't have to change your name just for that. But thank you. Neutral evil. The perfect organism. Its structural perfection is matched only by its hostility. I admire its purity. A survivor, unclouded by conscience, remorse, or delusions of morality. Chaotic evil. Some men are looking for anything logical. They can be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn, and he's the Joker. Hopefully you can see it. There you go. The Joker from the Dark Knight, right? Those are the alignments. I fall somewhere in the neutral scale. Either true or chaotic, sometimes even lawful. Somewhere in the true, chaotic, neutral scales, myself. And yeah, when I take those quizzes, I kind of show you that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Bonbon. Hey, don't call me basic. Oh, come on. I will say a quote. Hold on, let me say a quote from Downton Abbey, again, from the Dowager Countess. I won't take sides, it's true, but I could never be described as being neutral. I know you're just kidding, though. I know you're just kidding. Actually, let's have some fun, everyone. Let's play some viewer games, alright? I want to see if I can find a quiz online of Dungeons and Dragons. So get a notepad out. Get a notepad out. Get a pen and paper, whatever it is that you have to write with, okay? Do we have an ad break incoming? Okay, we have an ad break incoming. So I'm gonna give you a couple minutes and also the 90 seconds while the ads are running. We're gonna play a little game in which we play the moral alignment test. Oh, that's a lot of languages on that. What is this? And they have different colors for them. This is... I've never taken this version before. Yeah, originating with the Dungeons and Dragons role-playing game. The 9 moral alignments which describe a person's moral and ethical outlook have gained a cult following on the internet. You get a lawful evil? Hopefully not. Oh, you need one with points, not agree or disagree? Hold on, let me see. This is kind of with points, but not quite the same. Let me see others, though. Let me see others. Yeah, so everybody can keep track of their own points. Yeah. The thing is, I would prefer if everybody could keep the same thing on track, so that everybody can do it together, so that we can all do it together. Or I might find a video one on YouTube, and you keep track of your answers. Again, get yourself something to write with if you can hear me over the ads. Some of you can, some of you can't. Yeah, I'm trying to find a quiz that has points in it. I'm gonna save this one and I'm gonna take it after the stream probably. I love taking these sorts of quizzes. They're so much fun. Let's see. Scroll to start quiz. No, yeah. I'm gonna do it from a YouTube video then and see how it goes. Let's see. Simply Pod Logical number 70. 1 hour. Absolutely not. What D&D... Okay, maybe there isn't one. What D&D alignment is Shrek? Interesting. What D&D alignment is Rick from Rick and Morty? Okay. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Oh, look at that. Lawful evil. Umbridge, lawful good. McGonagall. Yeah, Shrek is probably neutral good, I think. I get the feeling Shrek is neutral good, but who knows? Everybody has different opinions, maybe. Alignment in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Yeah, this is not what I was looking for exactly. Alignment changes in Backlash? What? What D&D alignment is every character in the Kung Fu Panda series? Ah. It's fun, of course. You shouldn't limit yourself too much by labels, ultimately. But it's a fun thing to do sometimes. I don't know. Yeah, it would have to be one with points. Hold on. Let me see if I can find one. If not, I'm gonna try to do one and you can try to follow along with me. BuzzFeed. I don't like using BuzzFeed, but if they have... No. Quiz party. Wait, what is this? Friends in real time and compare results? No. No, this is not the one. Yeah, it's fine to... It's hard to find... It's fine, sorry. It's hard to find a good one like that. So I think I'm gonna have to do this one. And hopefully you can follow along with me. I don't think it's gonna give you like the right test. So the only other thing I can propose... And I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes to open it and get it ready. And yeah, you don't have to do it at the same pace as I do. It's to open that link that I just put. And, well, see how you can do it. Like that. Personally, I'm gonna answer, and yes, you can see what I mean by my neutrality, or you can see how I yeah. All right, so 24 questions. You can do one of your own there. Question 1 of 24. I feel justified in doing whatever I can to succeed. I'm gonna slightly agree with that. I feel like I might go towards the evil tendencies there. I often have tender, concerned feelings for people who are less fortunate than I am. Strongly agree. Cheating isn't justified because it's unfair to others. There's situations in which it can be justified, so I slightly disagree. Slightly go on that scale there. I am intent on kindness and cooperation. I love cooperation. Yeah, at least for cooperation. Kindness, yeah. There's situations in which that's not necessary, I will say, but I'm gonna strongly agree. I am often worried that my actions are deserving of criticism. That's something I'm neutral about, so I leave it there. I have an excessive need for stimulation and I'm prone to boredom. I'm gonna slightly agree, yeah. That's for the chaotic scale, probably. I do what I want and do not feel particularly obliged to anyone. That's neutral. Like, it's partly for my own stuff, but I also want to, like, do stuff for others, for the sake of others. I mean, in a live stream, I want to do what you like to see, but it also needs to be a balance of what I have fun with. Yeah, that's a neutral thing. And I could elaborate more on that, but yeah. I often worry that I might be behaving inappropriately. I'm neutral about this one too, to put a long story short. There's situations in which I really don't care about it, screw the rules. But others in which I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't wanna break the atmosphere too much. Hey, Phantom Cat, we're doing an alignment test right now. How's your Monday going? Happy Valentine's, if it's something you celebrate in any way. When I see others acting carelessly, I think to myself that it's a matter of time before misfortune befalls them. I don't think either way for them, so I'm gonna leave it neutral. I often forgive those who have wronged me, even if they do not deserve it. Slightly disagree. Forgiveness, my friends, is not something I give very easily, but I have found that forgiveness is something that I have a very different concept of. For example, I don't need to forgive to forget. So yeah, I think I have a very different definition of forgiveness than the majority of humanity or something. Also, you are 18.3% good, 18.3% lawful, making you true neutral. So that's for you, patron. Look at you, look at you. So how does that reflect in your role-playing experiences, eh? I'm curious now about your role-playing characters. I am not as upset as others when someone dies. This is too general. I can't say I agree or disagree because this is too generalized. If you mean somebody close to me, I disagree. If you mean somebody that's not close to me, I agree. I'm gonna leave it neutral. The question is too generalized. Others regard me as good-hearted and well-meaning. This has to be neutral. Yeah, this has to be neutral. I think. I don't know. How would you regard me? Do you think I'm good-hearted and well-meaning? Be honest with me, all of you. No, I'm laughing, but be honest with me. Do I give the impression that I'm say-so? Do I give the impression that I'm just messing with you? Strongly agree? Okay, thank you, Patron. No, seriously, if you disagree with me in some way or another, I'm in the very middle of the green. Yeah, neutral. Okay, you are 14.2% good, 22.5% lawful, making you true neutral. We have a lot of neutrality here. Perfectly balanced as all things should be, maybe? I like it though, I like it. You are my people. Great minds think alike, perhaps. I don't know. I'm gonna leave this in the middle because I feel like I do sometimes give the impression that I have something behind me, you know? There's a quote from the Time Machine by H.G. Wells that is like some hidden ingenuity that the time traveler had behind him, right? But yeah, something like that. What makes a man turn neutral? Lust for gold? Power? Or were you just born with a heart full of neutrality? Where's that from? That doesn't sound like neutrality, that sounds more like evil, if it's lust. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that in the middle. I frighten others to get what I want. I disagree. Definitely disagree. Not strongly disagree though. But I'm not much of an intimidator. No, I'm gonna strongly disagree. I keep track of sensitive information that can be used to hurt people at a later date. Slightly agree. Don't ask me about that. No, I have to be honest, I slightly agree. Even if I were trying very hard, I said I don't have to forgive to forget, but also I am very good at remembering certain things, my friends. Even if I were trying very hard to sell something, I wouldn't lie to get my way. I agree. Slightly, I mean... Depends on what... Lying, there's such a thing as twisting the truth in a way, so yeah. Yeah. I usually can't be bothered to help those in need. I'm gonna slightly disagree. You're lawful good? Okay. Oh, Futurama. Okay. Who said that in Futurama? Isn't there a revival of that happening soon? Again, if I had the time, I would love to watch the series. It looks so good. I have seen episodes of it throughout my life, but never seen really like watch the series, you know? I wouldn't be tempted to use counterfeit money, not even if I were sure I could get away with it. I'm gonna be neutral about this because... Well, actually, no, slightly agree. No, yeah, agree, because it could be really bad for the person. Well, it depends on the situation, because if I'm giving counterfeit money for, I don't know, somebody who kind of deserves to get fake money in some way, I don't know. Slightly agree. Generally speaking, I'd rather buy myself a little something extra than donate to charity. Unfortunately, I slightly agree. The whole treat yourself and all that. I do not feel guilty when I hurt or offend someone. Slightly disagree. I only obey those laws and rules that seem sensible to me. Slightly agree. Helping others out by doing good deeds is its own reward. Slightly agree. I trick and con people if it is in my interest to do so. In my interest to do so? Depends on the interest. I'm gonna put it as neutral. I use tricky plans and schemes to get my way. That's gonna be neutral as well for the same reasons. I like being a little bit of a trickster, I'm not gonna lie. You redid the test? What happened? I often help others without expecting anything in return. Well, I wouldn't say I do it often, but every time I help, but pretty much every time I help others, I do it without expecting anything in return, so I'm gonna slightly agree. Alright. Oh, you got 14.2% evil, 30.8% lawful, making you true neutral. Alright. Let's see what I got. What is this gonna be like? I'm neutral good. Wow. Okay. Well, there's still that kind of neutrality. Huh. This is different than a result I've ever gotten. I'm pretty much always in any of the three neutral scales. That surprises me. Okay. Yeah, I definitely lean more towards chaotic than lawful. Huh. This test is a fraud. No, the other test I've taken, not the first, but another test I've taken that I feel might be more accurate is which one was it? Let's take another one, okay? I'll link it to you. Easy Damas, was it? Let me see. This is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Because it's more about specific situations, a little bit more like specific situations. Club Penguin? What? What are you talking about? Club Penguin? I don't know what you mean. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it's able to work on you. It's giving you a warning that JavaScript is enabled and pop-up window managers are disabled. On my tabs? No. I don't have anything like that open. I do need to close a lot of the tabs. Let me just tell you something, by the way, for those of you who are like, you have so many tabs. I have even more tabs on another Chrome window. I have 3 Chrome windows open. 2 of them have like more than a dozen tabs. Do you want me to count how many tabs I have? I can do that. You'd be surprised. The last time I counted, I have like 40 plus. I had like 40 plus. I'm not kidding. You want me to count them? Okay, before we do the test, and while you open that link and take yours, so... Okay, okay, I have a little bit more than I thought. So, on my right monitor, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9. On the central monitor, which is the one you're seeing right now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. Let me start making notes of that because the numbers are already at 32. But we have the final one, so let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 plus 32. Okay. 32 plus 32 gives us 64 tabs. Wow. Like the Nintendo 64. I'm not kidding though. I'm not kidding. I just counted them. I have 64 tabs on Google Chrome open. There's a lot of YouTube tabs that I have open so I can reference them later. Oh, and my watch later on YouTube has hundreds of videos in it. I did bring up before that I have reasons to believe that I have ADHD. I just haven't been able to have myself properly tested, so yeah. Yeah, I have reasons to believe that. Reasons. Yay, 64. I don't know, should I celebrate or something? Is this a flex I'm doing? I don't know, but that's the amount of tabs. I do need to close them, but yeah, it actually was bad for me on the last stream. I think it made my stream slow down. And I thought it was my internet, but I think it ended up making the RAM be together with the game and OBS and Chrome. It's possible the RAM went up to its maximum capacity, and yeah, I restarted my PC, and yeah. So on the next stream, I think I'm just gonna use Opera. Like, even if I close all these tabs, Chrome is known for taking a lot of RAM. Alright. So hopefully you were able to also open this. I've taken this one before, but let's do this. This is a lot different. So my answers here, let's see. Family elders are expressing disapproval of you to the rest of the family. Do you... I tell them to go fuck themselves. But that's what I would tell them. But 1, accept the criticism and change your ways. Seek a compromise with them. Besmirch the reputation of those expressing disapproval as you ignore their scorn. Silence them any way you can. Number 3. Number 3 is the closest to that. I honestly just tell them to go fuck themselves. Sorry, your maid here is cursing. Sorry, my lord, my lady. But yeah, like, why don't you just go lie in that corner over there and go fuck yourself? I'm sorry. Would you give up a promising career? Maid Kaiden. Yeah. Would you give up a promising career to aid the family in time of need? Only if I was certain I'd be able to return to my career soon. I remember this response, yeah. For example, this career of a VTuber, only if I were certain that I can return. If not, I don't abandon it. I mean, if anything, like, I get money and I can aid my family in that way. But yeah. Such foul language. Carry on. Would you betray a family member to advance your own career? I would resist the temptation. without a twinge of guilt. I could do it secretly. I find the very idea abhorrent. I would have temptation, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if it's something that I really want, again, VTubing, content creation, reaching a new level of it, right? I'd have a temptation, but I would resist it. Like, at the end of the day, I couldn't live my life like that. Absolutely not. Do you respect the leaders of your family? Let's see. Their words guide my actions. They're role models for me. They're often out of touch with my life. They're out of touch with reality. These choices are not good. Like, there's no in-between with these choices. Like, what I would say is, like, only if they have good reason to be role models, but those who I can call the role models or the leaders in my family are good people. And, you know, there are other elders in my family that I don't care about because I don't know them. Like, you know, there's that. So, yeah. You got lawful neutral from this one? Okay. You really are neutral, patron. Look at that. I'm gonna put the role models for me, though. I have some really good role models in my family, for sure. Whichever ones you can call leaders, I guess. If your family had arranged your marriage to someone loathsome, would you go through with it, proud to serve your family? Agree, hiding your reluctance? Subtly work against the union? Flee? I would fight it, not flee, but I guess that's the closest. I wouldn't do it. You're estranged from a family member. On his deathbed, he seeks reconciliation. Do you? It depends on the reason why we're estranged, but it's the deathbed of someone. I might just do that. And yeah, this is really a case-by-case basis, but let's see the options. Speak to him but hold your ground. Refuse to speak to him. Discuss your estrangement openly and without rancor. Actively seek reconciliation and heed his dying words. Discuss your estrangement openly and without rancor. That's the best choice for sure. Like, I hope they are willing to discuss the estrangement at least. I feel like they would be. That's a good choice right there. No rancor. Yeah. No, I use my lightsaber to kill rancors. A powerful but corrupt judge offers you wealth if you'll testify against your friend. Do you condemn your friend and take the money? Take the money and testify, but try to keep your testimony ineffective? I take the money and I don't testify against my friend. I'll probably get myself killed if I did that. No. Refuse the offer and refuse to testify. Testify on your friend's behalf no matter the consequences. Testify on my friend's behalf, of course. That's it. Or I'm kind of leaning towards refuse the offer and refuse to testify, but I'm guessing this depends on the option that it's either testify with my friend or testify against my friend. So if I refuse to testify against my friend, I'm also refusing to testify for my friend. Something like that. Betra more like betray him because I would betray you. That's such a clever pun. I'm glad you did that pun, Patron. Do you become close to friends or hold most people at a safe distance? A little bit of both. I have an abundance of close friends. I have some close friends. I have few close friends. I try to keep people at a distance. Some close friends, I guess, would be the most accurate answer. Yeah, like, it's difficult to say that. Have you ever betrayed a friend? I've done so more than once and I sometimes get away with it. I've done so once. I've been tempted to do so, but I've never gone through with it. I'd never contemplate such a thing. Boom. No. I'm glad to say that I've never done that. I've never even contemplated such a thing. No. How do you view lifelong commitment to a single romantic partner? I have or want such a romance. Such a romance would be ideal if it's achievable. I worry I'd miss out on what others have to offer. Tie yourself to one person? Huge mistake. I don't like these options. I feel like we need another option. I feel like this is the closest option. Polyamorous relationships, I can see them being a thing. Honestly, they're perfectly fine with me. But yeah, I wouldn't say it like this though. I wouldn't phrase it like that either. Like, single person relations are fine too. They're the common thing. But yeah, I don't know. That's my controversial take, maybe. Do you insist on repayment when lending money to friends? The options are yes, and I write up a contract so there's no misunderstanding. Yes, but I try to be flexible about the exact terms. No, although it sure is nice to be repaid. No, they just owe me a favor. I'm gonna put it as this. I mean, there is a repayment that they owe me. This is a little bit of a lawful option in that way, maybe. They do owe me a favor, though. It can be the money or it can be a favor. Yeah. Are you still in touch with childhood friends? The options are, yes, we correspond regularly. Yes, we try to keep in touch. No, I move around too much. I don't have anything in common with them anymore. Yes, we try to keep in touch. I move around too much. I mean, when was this quiz made? 30 years ago? It's 2022. It's the 21st century. It's, you know, moving around shouldn't be that much of a problem to keep in touch. We correspond. It's like this test was made. I don't know, maybe the way the website looks is like that. Like, we correspond as if we're sending physical letters to each other. What? Did you donate time and money to improve the local community? Okay, I'm not gonna read all the answers out loud because I'm gonna take too long, I think. So let me see. And I'll tell you my answers and why. Do you donate time and money to improve the local community? No, I just don't have enough time or money to spare. I don't pay much attention to any sort of local community that I have. I don't think there's such a thing as a local community for me. The local Yu-Gi-Oh community, maybe. Now I need to start getting into that. IRL Yu-Gi-Oh playing or something. That's the closest thing I can think of when it comes to a community. That's local. Your community is threatened with invasion. Do you... Well, yeah, I mean... defend the area with the rest of your community, yeah. I'm assuming like the neighborhood gets invaded or some weird thing like that. I don't know. Depends on what they mean, yeah. Or like the country gets invaded, yeah. I kinda defend the area, but I'm kinda leaning towards this because I'm not gonna risk my life in that way. You know, if like another world war breaks out, I'll tell this to all of you, maniacs. If we have another world war situation break out and there's enforced conscription happening, and you know, I have to be forcefully gone into the army or whatever, I'm going to refuse whether that gets me killed or in prison or both or whatever. I'm gonna try to make it be you know, an ideological. There was a particular term for that, but I forget what it was. I will refuse. You're gonna have to drag me to jail or drag me to execute me, like the inhuman scum that you are, but I'm not gonna participate in the war. I'm gonna say that already. But let's see, if you are injured and required immediate assistance, would members of your hometown agree to help? My hometown? Like if my hometown is a big city? Who knows me in my hometown? Yes, I guess, because I'm generally well liked in my hometown. I mean, the people that know me, I guess, like me. I'm not distrusted. I haven't made some enemies, I think. This is a weird question. Your hometown. Maybe your home street or home neighborhood might be a better question. It's a big city, like who knows me? Like less than 1% of the population knows me in my hometown. That's so weird. You have gained what? Sorry, Bonbon, I don't understand the word. This is such a weird question. Maybe, you know, maybe this question is meant to be for actual D&D characters. So you have like a more minor town. The defending of your community is like you're being invaded by a goblin horde or something. So it's different. Oh, soup! Soup? Like the food? I don't know. Get souped? Get soaped? Soup sounds delicious though. If that is the case, what kind of soup? I don't know. Oh, okay, soup. Okay. Sorry, Bonbon. Do you respect the laws and authorities of the community? Yeah, definitely the best answer. When it suits me, when it suits what's best for humanity, I guess you could say. There are some laws I just don't agree with, for sure. Do members of your hometown shun, avoid, or mock you? None of those things. I guess I'm generally seen as normal. Those who don't know me think I'm a normie, but I'm not actually a normie. Of course not. They think I'm a normie. But no. Actually, maybe some do, but I don't even care about them. But I'm gonna put it here. For the most part, like, I don't think people think of me as normal, but they don't shun, avoid, or mock me. No. Like, I say that with a maid outfit. Yeah. I'm wearing this maid outfit and I'm a normie, apparently. Yeah. Oh, tomato soup. Nice. I've never had tomato soup. It honestly doesn't sound like something I would like, but if it's good for you, If you like it, that's perfect. I love soup, but I don't like every kind of soup, which kind of breaks my heart. Because I love bread, and I like pretty much every kind of bread, but I guess that's different. Would you stand for office or seek to represent the interests of the community in some public manner? No, I don't want to be responsible for the community's welfare. No. Actually, only if no one else could handle the job, but I think this is the best answer. No. Same with tea that's too hot? Oh no, that's different. No. I do wait for tea to cool down a little bit. Ironically, as much as I love tea, Bonbon, I have a little bit of a neko mouth. Nekoshita is what it's called in Japanese, where, you know, you easily burn your tongue. Like, my tongue burns very easily. Some people can drink coffee and tea or whatever straight immediately after it's been served. I don't. I need to wait a little bit, no matter what kind of tea or how I served it. So that thing in which I drink Brewster's coffee and chocolate today, right as he serves it, right after he serves it, I would not be doing that IRL outside of Animal Crossing. Hell no. Your country is racked with famine. Would you share what for? Yeah, eat as little as possible yourself and share the rest. Yeah, that's the best choice. That's the best choice. If offers enough money, would you slip a poison into your king's drink? No, although a vast sum of money would tempt me. If it's a corrupt king, even that wouldn't do it. Just for the danger of getting caught. Warning the king of the plot, though, I don't know. If I think it's a benevolent king, I might do that, as long as I don't put myself in danger by saying that. A plague is sweeping. This is definitely more for like actual D&D characters more than like yourself, but it's still fun to take. A plague is sweeping across your country. Would you? Let's see. Oh, hold on. Question number 21. Hey, whatever answer you're giving right now, you better say the truth, because it's probably what you've been doing for the past 2 years or so. Yeah, I don't know what answer you gave for those of you who did it, but hey, this is not a hypothetical question. Yeah, this is not hypothetical. Okay, so what have I been doing? Avoid contact with the sick. There's no such thing as fleeing the country, I guess. Every country has it. Let me delay that ad break. Yeah, avoid contact with the sick. I mean, I can heal the sick as best I can. I don't have the knowledge nor the skills for that. Oh, okay, we talked about that before. That's why I said tea that's too hot. Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's basically it. So you know, Bonbon. Do you respect the lawful authority of the rulers of the land? Well, I respect it, but I also think a ruler is no better than anyone else. They do deserve some respect for the most part, but yeah. It's the best answer, but I wouldn't say no. I do respect it, but a ruler is no better than anyone else. And if they are not good rules, then I don't respect it, no. So I guess that's the closest answer. If you were to offer a reasonably lucrative deal, would you spy for a hostile foreign power? No, because I might get caught. That's basically the answer. That's literally the only answer. I don't care about any other reasons. Like, it's just the danger of getting caught. The money is good, but why risk myself? I got another life to live, another kind of life to live, to put myself in that situation. God save our gracious queen. Long live our noble queen. God save the queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the queen. Yes. Do you rely on the government to enforce contracts and property rights? Let's see the answers. Because maintaining the rule of law is more important, because the courts are best equipped to handle such disputes. I mean, this is the closest answer we have. On paper, yes, they are the ones that are best equipped to do it, but I'm kinda leaning towards this. The government can even pave roads. This is the closest answer I can give, though. I mean, I would rely more on them because they have more resources and knowledge than I do when it comes to those things, but sometimes, yeah. That Chan has become so strong, she has become a god now. I'm assuming you're talking about Queen Elizabeth II then. Because it could have been another queen. Yeah. Didn't know that was a chant though. I thought it was just like a poem. She watched the dinosaurs get hit by a big rock from the sky. If in prison, would you injure or kill others to escape? I mean, they knew the risks when they took the job. No, not everybody in prison might have been fairly imprisoned, so I'm gonna go for no, except for minor wounds that will heal easily. Oh wait, those guards are just doing their jobs, so it's... So it's only guards, you're not talking about other prisoners. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go for this one. In the same way, by the same token that I killed a lot of the guards on Assassin's Creed. Oh, it's the anthem. Okay. I honestly don't know. Do you accept the noble's right to treat badly the serfs who work on his land? No, nobles should rule as kindly as possible. But I'm going to say no one has any right to treat another badly, period. That's even better phrased. Yeah, you have accidentally committed a crime. Do you turn yourself in and attempt to make a restitution to the victim? No, hide my involvement, lying if I have to. Yeah. Preferably not lying, but hiding my involvement, because if they find out and they also found out I lied, then that's gonna be really bad. We don't want that. That's gonna be worse. If guilty, would you confess to a crime? Well, I think it's similar to the last one. No, I'd make the magistrates prove my guilt. No, and I try to prove my own innocence. No, I gotta go for this one. No. Sorry. Would you express a revolutionary political opinion if threatened with punishment? Oh well, this... I'm not sure if I'm gonna say no, but I'm gonna say politics aren't worth getting worked up about. Although it depends on what you mean by politics. But, there's no good answer here. This is the best that I can go for, but I don't like any of those answers. While traveling, you witness an assault. You are ordered to testify, which will delay your travel significantly. Yeah, remain until the trial's conclusion in case further testimony is needed. I don't care. I mean, if I'm traveling for vacations, that's fine. It's an emergency situation. It's not my fault, but you know. Yeah. If it's a business thing, then I'm sure whatever I'm involved with can understand. Whoever I'm working with can understand. Trump bad or Biden bad type things. I'm guessing actually Bonbon. Well, there's that, but I think they also mean like you're in World War II, you're in like 1940 in Germany, and you say that I think Jews deserve fair treatment. What do you think is gonna happen to you if you say that, right? Something risky like that, I think. So yeah, like you really have to think about it. But also that, because yeah, the answer I gave that politics aren't worth getting worked up about. Maybe it's not that serious of a situation, right? Oh, Patreon, if you're still there, I just got a notification from Epic. Pre-purchase Total War Warhammer 3. Pre-purchase before February 17 and get the Ogre Kingdoms race pack, 2 new legendary lords and heroes, and 20 plus units. Nice. Thank you, Epic. What is the best use of wealth? Let's see. Well, none of these. None of these are the best use of wealth. If you mean being like a billionaire or something like that, though, I mean, yeah, definitely this. But I mean, money in general. First of all, treating yourself and then seeing if you can help others. But I mean, most of the time, you're probably just gonna be able to treat yourself. And give yourself enough to survive and all that. When confronted by beggars, do you... I mean, this is like a case-by-case basis. I'm gonna say give only what you were to miss anyway, $1 or $2 at the most. By using magic, you could fool village merchants into thinking your copper pieces were made of gold. Do you? No, it's too risky. No, those merchants have families to feed, is what I would say. You have 2 job offers. One pays more, but the other is secure and steady. Which do you choose? Oh, this one is awful. I kind of like the first option because of what they say here. Steady work sounds like drudgery. I hate something like that, you know, awful grind of a job that you don't like, for example. Ultimately, it's which one I like more. It's not about the payment, it's not about like job security, as important as those things are. If this is the choice I'm with, then it has to be which one I like more. But the closest answer I can give is about planning for the long term, so definitely the secure job, yeah. But if I don't like it and the lucrative job is more fun, or at least something I prefer more, then I definitely go for that. Yeah. What's the best path to wealth? Well, my answer is a little bit mix of both, the first answers. You have to stay flexible so you can take advantage of good opportunities. That's how it is for content creation, for live streaming. To get success, not just related to wealth. But it's also a matter of luck and being in the right place at the right time. But I'm gonna be optimistic here, and I'm going to say staying flexible so you can take advantage of good opportunities. If you accepted a job or contract, would you try to... I get the feeling this is really one of those things where my answer changes every time I take the quiz. But anyway, if you accepted a job or contract, would you try to finish the task even if it got much more dangerous? You can bet I'd be renegotiating. I like the thing about a reputation for dependability, but... yeah. Let's see what my alignment is. There we go. This is the one I remember where I got true neutral. Yeah. There we go. Oh, it's not showing because I have it open in another tab. In another window, sorry. This is another window I'm showing, but let me read what it says here. I got alignment lawful good 15, neutral good 23, true neutral 25, chaotic good 14, lawful neutral 17, that surprised me a bit, going more towards lawful than chaotic, chaotic neutral 16, lawful evil 9, neutral evil 17, chaotic evil 8, law and chaos, law 6, chaos 5, that shocks me honestly. True neutral as well, yeah, we mostly got that. Neutral 14, then good and evil, good 9, neutral 11, evil 3. So a true neutral character does what seems to be a good idea. He doesn't feel strongly one way or the other when it comes to good versus evil or law versus chaos. Most true neutral characters exhibit a lack of conviction or bias rather than a commitment to neutrality. That's not the case with me. Such a character thinks of good as better than evil after all. He would rather have good neighbors and rulers than evil ones. Still, he's not personally committed to upholding good in any abstract or universal way. Some true neutral characters, on the other hand, commit themselves philosophically to neutrality. They see good, evil, law, and chaos as prejudices and dangerous extremes. They advocate the middle way of neutrality as the best, most balanced road in the long run. True neutral is the best alignment you can be because it means you act naturally, without prejudice or compulsion. However, true neutral can be a dangerous alignment when it represents apathy, indifference, and lack of conviction. The first D&D character I made, which was a dwarf cleric. His name was Eric, by the way. I was very close to calling him Bolston, but I went with Eric, another dwarf name I'm fond of. He was not a neutral. He was a lawful good, I believe, maybe a neutral good. But definitely in the future, I think I want to make a self-insert D&D character that will be a true neutral and do my own convictions like that. Yeah. I'll definitely be a wizard of some sort, I think. With a pet companion, some summons or whatever. Yeah. Well, if I ever play D&D, if I ever have the time for it, I hope I do. I mean, that's another thing that you could collab with for other VTubers. Yeah, hold on, let me make a note of that. I should look into that. Tabletop game collabs with other VTubers. Specifically VTubers, that can be really interesting. There's gotta be some people doing that. Oh yeah, that's the lawful good paragraph. Let's see. People who are lawful good believe that an orderly, strong society with a moral government can work to make life better for the great majority of people. When the laws are fair and the people respect them and try to help one another, humanity as a whole prospers. Therefore, people who are lawful good strive for a social order that will bring them the greatest benefit to everyone and cause the least harm. Lawful good personalities may sometimes find themselves faced with the dilemma of whether to obey the law or do good when the two conflict. For example, when upholding the law of the land would lead to unfairness or harm, or when there is a conflict between two orders of what is right, such as between the ways of their community and the law of the government. That's what yours said. Ah, look at you, Karen. You are fit to be a police person, you are fit to be military commander, maybe. You are fit to be a governor. Do you think that's accurate? I don't know. Doesn't sound like you can be comfortable in your wardrobe if you're gonna be like a mayor or something. You got work to do. You gotta be out there. You gotta put yourself out there. Much like a live streamer, much like me, right? Kind of? Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. At the end of the day, it's a good thing, and yeah, you're good. It's a good thing. But yeah, that quiz, it's definitely meant to be for characters rather than like your own personality quiz. The first one we took was more like a general personality quiz based on the D&D alignments. I wonder who gets evil if they take that quiz. That's probably not good if you take a quiz like that and you get evil, right? My goodness, like, re-examine your life priorities. Holy shit. But yeah. Yeah. What is your situation? Like, what's going on with you? But alright. That was a lot of fun, though. I think on the next Just Chatting stream, we definitely need to have other games like this. I remember a while ago, it was on a birthday stream. We had a Just Chatting stream in which we were doing a lot of games on... This is why I tried to find a quiz on YouTube. There were a lot of like personality quizzes on YouTube. Themed after Star Wars, themed after all sorts of things like that. And that was great to find. That's what I liked about it. So, it's a shame I couldn't find one like that, but that's something we can play for sure. I think another thing I was thinking of doing today, but you know, we ended up talking about other things, which was fun too, was this or that game. I would love to play a this or that game with all of you. It's a great way to get to know people. For example, tea or coffee? What do you think my answer is? Obvious answer right there. I'll give you 2 guesses and the first one doesn't count, of course. Tea or coffee, but you know, the other questions. Let's see. Bath or shower. I forget what else there is. Toast or bread, or I don't remember. Waffles or pancakes. My answer is waffles. What is your answer? Waffles or pancakes? Mine is waffles. Or well, pancakes can be hotcakes also. I think they're kind of the same thing. Kind of. Yeah. Like Pepsi or Coca-Cola. You could say neither too, but in this case you gotta choose one though. And if I have to choose one of those, it's Pepsi. Back when I still drank those things, Pepsi was my choice. It always was like slightly sweeter. Maybe they added more sugar to it, or maybe it was made differently. Yeah, it's probably made differently than Coke. But yeah. Anyway, I already have somebody to raid. We have not raided Ares Kylum in a long time. And they're playing Apex Legends right now. I still need to change that raid message. But anyway, if you want to participate in the raid right there, please put the invasion from another dimension. And for those of you who came to the channel for the first time and are still here, first of all, thank you. You absolute maniacs, I appreciate you. You can hit that follow button if you'd like to see more of me. The next stream will be on Wednesday for The Lord of the Rings Online. And then the Xyz Festival begins on Friday. I am so excited about that. I will be seeing you in other places like Twitter, maybe YouTube, maybe TikTok, and of course Discord, everyone. Let's raid, and I'll see you around. Oh, that's a good one too, Karu. You can do it like that too. I'll see you around. Bye-bye.